Today we open up in the Fire Nation capital of Caldera. Caldera sits at the heart of a previous volcano that almost erupted but did not. Hundreds of years ago, they built the capital of the entire Fire Nation in the peak of this volcano. Leading down about a mile to the ocean is the city, simply just called the Harbor City. It's still part of Caldera, but you have to go down this long, winding path to get down to the Harbor City, in which case there is the Fire Nation Wall. Some of them call it the Gates of Sozin, but most people just call it the Wall. And it's a big water gate. If you guys have seen Last Airbender, you kind of know what it looks like there. That being said, you guys are all kind of waking up. For you two, since you two are not new to the game, this is taking place a few hours after the attack on Shujing Island. So most of the world does not know about that. In fact, almost none of the world knows about that yet. But we'll figure it out. It's early in the morning, and a ship comes into bay. Kaio, do you want to explain what you're doing on this ship? It's that early in the morning, like I said, the sun's just coming over the horizon, and you and your crewmates are here. What's going on with you right now?
We just got a nice catch. We're going to sell this fish and come back with the loot.
Nice.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. What's your guy look like? Can you describe him for me?
You're gonna try to do it now? Okay, that's cool. He kind of looks like, kind of honestly looks a lot like Korra, and not in the sense of like the fashion, like tank top and then like the baggy stuff. And he has like a nice, like kind of messy hair.
Messy hair, yeah. I was trying to pull up a picture to see.
Okay.
Not your character reference. But what does he look like? Let's find somebody who looks like him. Yeah, so you get up there. And the boat's pulling in, and you've got a couple of friends. You also have your other friend, he's your co-fisher. Kimio is his name, and he's kind of talking about how he's really excited to see the city of Caldera. He's never actually been there before, and he wants to go up to the crest of it. How are you feeling about it? Are you feeling more like business or pleasure for this trip?
More business. You know, I gotta bring stuff back. You know, the trading down south isn't as good as what it used to be, but so yeah, I'm more for business, but I'm always happy to take my boy out into town, you know, see what's up.
Nice.
You know, I hear they got some spicy noodles out here.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay. Yeah. Well, you and your friend, as you guys make dock, your main captain, his name is Pakuk. Him and the chef, Sivoy, they kind of get together. And they're just straight to business. We're taking stuff off the ship, we're moving stuff out, and they're going to take it down to the harbor city where the supplies need to go. What's your plan of action? What are you trying to do right now?
I guess I'm just gonna me and my friend do most of the fishing, and then the unloading, that's them.
That's them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're just like, all right, unless they want some help, unless they're like, we're too tired. Would you like to help us?
You can tell with
Soldier Boy.
Pakuk. He kind of looks at you like. Kind of gives you the eye when you say you're gonna leave. Maybe he'll go with you, maybe he won't. Or maybe he'll ask you to stay, maybe he won't. You can tell he would appreciate it if you stayed, but he's not gonna berate you for leaving. You know? So it's up to you.
And I'm like, you want anything from town? I'm leaving.
He looks at you. He's got like his one eye just closed. He needs an eye patch, but he's too cheap for one.
Okay.
He says, they have spicy noodles.
Yeah, they got some spicy noodles out there. Either
to go.
To go? You don't want to come join us later, or you?
Yeah. That's a long walk for me.
What do you mean? You a young spring.
He's like 70. I don't know about that one.
You sure?
You go on.
Alright, we'll bring about extra spicy.
Nice. Okay.
Me and my boy head out.
Nice. Okay. Perfect. So yeah, you guys make your way up that long, winding pathway. And you get up there. So, meanwhile, who wants to be introduced next?
I can go.
Okay.
No worries.
So, Sebastian, where are you at first thing in the morning as the sun comes up and the bells are ringing off in the distance around the city of Caldera?
Sebastian in his very sprite 70 years of age, as he slowly starts to get up. He lives in what would be kind of like on top of what the store would be. So it's not great. The apartment isn't great. This is for, I don't stay places long. I'm here. No, I won't be here tomorrow. I'll go over here. So it's more for what's comfortable for the time being. Slowly kind of getting up from bed, probably wrapped up from getting in shenanigans and doing stupid things that he shouldn't be doing in his old age. And literally the very first thing that he will do is hear the bells, look out the window. Fuck. Get up, put some water in his face, and just stay looking into the mirror for a second. Kind of looking at all the really thick wrinkles and the lines in his forehead. And he'll just smile. Alright. Alright. Gets up. He's very smartly dressed. Uniform, all that, super clean. Even though he's retired, he still stays kind of close in that same military-like style. He never looks as if though he slept well. He's got bags probably down to the beginning of his nose. Like he looks rough. He looks rough, and he knows he looks rough. So he'll start to stretch. But the one thing that he does do on purpose is that as he gets out of bed, he stretches himself out completely, and he goes to his full height to about 6'2". But before he starts to head out, he hunches himself. Kind of puts his arms a little bit down to the side to kind of give that air that I can't carry myself well. He knows that's not true. And right before he goes to go walk out, he'll have his little center of dirt there where he will place his hands in and have the dirt harden around his knuckles, like brass knuckles, on his left hand. And he always keeps his left hand inside of his jacket. Perfect. Just in case somebody gets a little bit smart in the morning. And if he can, he takes out a cigarette, he looks around. Shit. He'll kind of look for something to go light it on. Hopefully he finds something. Nothing else. He does not drink water. He might wash his mouth, maybe. He'll go and he'll comb his hair. Oh no, forgive me. He'll wash his mouth out with whatever alcohol that he might go and have still kind of lingering around. Yeah. Kind of just gargle it up a little bit, just spit it out to the side. Sees if he likes the cigarette and just kind of stands outside for a second.
And he's standing on the roof of this store, he said? Okay,
And he just kind of fully dressed, shoes so shiny that if the sun was to hit it, laser beam would shoot off of it. But he'll just kind of stand there for a second. It's going to be a good day. Right.
And as you're looking out, you're kind of near the back of Caldera from the entrance, right? And I don't know if I described it perfectly, so I have a photo here I can show, but it's in a valley of a volcano's peak here. And you can see that right there, right? Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. This is kind of what it looks like right here. I know it's a little bit of a small image there.
I got you.
Yeah, and you're kind of, like I said, towards the back. So right in the middle of the city is the Fire Lord's Palace. There's a couple lakes off to the side. There's the military, like, barracks area. There's the very small police station. There's the mayor of the city's estate. So you're looking out at that, and you're seeing all of this, and you're seeing the sun, like, crest. It's already crested over the ocean for you, but it's just starting to come over that ridge line, and it's lighting up the whole city. How do you feel about the city that you've been living in for, you maybe you even forgot how many years you lived there for?
He takes a second and he remembers why. And as he starts to get angry, he stubs out the cigarette, takes the rock that's pretty much his brass knuckles, he'll flat it out on his hands to kind of cover his eyes, just kind of loom it over a little bit. I hate this place. And then look around and he'll see people, and he'll remember. And then he'll kind of hold his ribcage where he probably got the absolute shit kicked out of him the night before. It's not so bad.
Nice.
Flans it up. And I guess just trying to, because he's heard that there's a few things going on. So he's probably going to go see if he can go and see any local informants, see if there's anybody that he knows that he can go and maybe give something to kind of loosen tongues up, to go and see if there's any commotion or any communication that's out in the street.
Gotcha.
That's what he'll start looking for.
Okay.
He'll get himself a little jacket, kind of get his balding head covered up.
Yeah.
And just...
Perfect. Okay, great. Well, he heads out for the day. And as we kind of move away from those two, we also... Maybe even an hour or so earlier than that. Maybe just as you're starting to wake up, Sebastian. Emiko, you're waking up in the barracks as those bells that you were hearing off in the distance, Sebastian, are maybe like 50 feet on the other side of a wall from where you're waking up. And because as you wake up, what's your process when you wake up and as the drill sergeant's walking down the halls and you're getting up first thing in the morning?
She sighs. She's like, here we go again. Then she gets up, does all the things best she can, doesn't want anybody looking at her. She's just like, I'll just look good for everybody else and get through the day. That's all she cares about, getting through the day. And seeing her little friend later. So she's excited for that.
Perfect. And what does Emiko look like exactly? What's her appearance?
Super duper Fire Nation. Just like dark hair, like golden eyes, you know. Probably a lot tanner than most because she's used to being outside a lot. But very, very Fire Nation.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. As the drill sergeant comes down, you mostly, the Fire Nation only when the prior Fire Lord Izumi, before she passed away or before she was actually assassinated, she had made a big to-do about making the Fire Nation military intersex. And so what they did is that they've had just kind of, at least for Caldera, maybe not the rest of the Fire Nation, there's not a separation of genders in the barracks. They do try to keep a better eye on people, but you know, your sergeant and you are the only women in your squad of like 20 people. So they come down, she's walking down and she's in a very, very down, like button down suit. Everything is like looking very like prim and proper. She dusts her hat every single day before she comes out. And she starts listing out orders. She tells one man to, make sure that the bed looks a little bit tighter. You need to make sure you can flip a coin off of it after all. She starts going back and forth between all of them. And she tells you all, everyone, I want to wish you all a very, very good break today. Everyone will be off doing their own thing. And you will be allowed to finally relax. I'm sure some of you have been hearing the news of what may be going on. And for today, I just want you all to, as I said, have a little bit of a break time. You don't know what might happen in the future.
The calm before the storm.
She sends them all off, and what are you thinking right now as she's saying this? And like you get to kind of have your day to yourself.
She's happy she gets a day, but she's just so mad. She's like, this was supposed to be easy. This was not supposed to. We were not supposed to have this sort of situation going on while she was here. Like, so she's just like, oh, why?
Can you actually roll me a d20, Emiko?
I was 17.
17. So you can tell me how you found out about it. You heard rumors of there being an attack on the island of Shujing, but it's just rumors now, and you're not really sure because some of the rumors they just don't really seem to make sense. Something about a huge weapon of some sort. It really, and you hadn't even confirmed yet if that news of the giant tree or something was true. So what's your kind of thoughts as you have that in your mind, you know?
She's like, is that even a thing? Is that possible? Like she heard it in like where they keep the birds. So she was like, people passing by. So she was like, maybe they're just joshing, Maybe it's not real.
Yeah, you're maybe thinking like that must be an inside joke or something.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Something she doesn't understand.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, right as you're maybe about to go do something with your day, your sergeant actually stops you. Says, Emiko, I actually do have an assignment for you today.
Oh, she visibly sinks.
Well, I need you to take your hawk, and you are going to go down to the harbor city to deliver a message for me.
She doesn't sink as much anymore. She's like, okay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Good. Well, she gives you a small briefcase, and she tells you there's a message inside this. You need to deliver it to the mail post, specifically in Harbor City, not the one here in Caldera. And you need to go do that as soon as possible. At which point, then you have the rest of your day. And you kind of know if you booked it down there, you could probably get there and have only your morning would be over. But unless you're booking it, you're gonna probably get there by midday or something. So what's your kind of thoughts as you're sitting there thinking, I'm gonna have to use up at least 2 hours of my day to go get this. I gotta go get ready. I gotta go get my bird and then go do all this. What's your kind of thought process?
She's kind of mad. She's like, all these other people get their day off and I don't. She's like, am I getting picked on? You know? Because they're both like the only girls in this area. So she's like, am I getting picked on because of this? Like, is she trying to make me better than them? She's like, but she's also not that mad because she gets to spend a whole bunch of time with her bird.
Okay.
So.
Okay, perfect then. And roll one more d20 for me.
18.
18? Wow. So
shit.
You've had suspicions of your sergeant, whose name is Kyoko. That's her name. You have suspicions of her doing exactly that. Of her maybe kind of, even though you're trying to do, I believe you said you were a hawk specialist was your, yeah. Even though you're that, like, she's kind of giving you extra tasks and things, and she's not really being like, thank you so much for doing that. I know it's not, she's just like, that's what you're expected to do, but it's almost a running joke behind your back that's what's happening, you know, and they're like, really,
She's an asshole.
But you can't tell 100% if she's doing it because she believes that you're going to be better than them, or if it's because it's any other fucking reason, honestly. So what's your thoughts as you kind of connected the dots mostly on that there?
Bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe. I can't think of colloquial terms right now. But she's just like, gosh, I just can't wait till this is over.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. Well, that in mind, we pull back again, and once again, you're seeing this whole city as the day's going about its business. You're maybe moving up to the city, you're going down from it, and maybe Sebastian's going about his day. But we pull back and we see this volcano, we see the island, we see all the ships coming in and out of the port. The gates haven't been closed for like years out in the water. But as the tension between the Earth Empire and the Fire Nations begins to stir more and more with each passing day, as the Red Lotus and the Ascension Air Temple and all these other things in Republic City, all of this stuff is happening at once. There was just an attack by a rogue ship on the Northern Water Tribe. Everything seems to be falling apart, and many are beginning to worry as to what the future may hold, not just for these two countries, but for the world at large. And if a war were to break out, would the world simply fall to chaos and ruin, or to be saved by the unlikeliest of heroes? I like this one. So did you stop, Kaio, did you stop in Harbor City, or are you going straight for Caldera?
I guess I'll make my stop at Harvard City.
Okay.
Just to be like, hey, I got some. Wait, what's my boy's name again?
Yeah, let me pull it
It's
back
not
up
Soldier Boy,
again.
right?
No, it's not Soldier Boy. No. Kimio. It's
Kimio.
wait, Kimio and Kaio. That's not confusing.
Kimio, do you mind if I do some
You
business
can
here?
call him. How about you call? No, you can't call him Kim because we already have it.
Yeah, we
Call him KO. There you go.
KO.
Yeah.
Hey,
we're not.
KO. KO, do you mind if I stop and do some business?
No, what are you doing, man?
I'm just gonna buy some produce, you know.
He's slurping down the noodles, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that throat.
Whoa!
Maybe they're not just friends. They ate a little more of that.
You know.
Welcome to this episode.
Daniel gets here and it just becomes
Oh my!
as if we hadn't had 8 episodes of Robbie's character taking off his shirt and us being like,
Robbie. No, yeah, I
Oh
gotta
no,
buy
he's
some
hot.
produce.
No.
He would know what produce to buy, right, by this point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kaio would totally know that.
Yeah, maybe some spices, whatever.
Nice.
Maybe some toys for the kids, who knows?
Oh, okay.
No.
So how old is Kaio?
It's like 20. He's newly 20.
Nearly 20? Oh,
He's got
gotcha.
that new 20 smell on.
Forgive me for asking. Is that your family or friend or Kaio or your child? I wasn't.
No. He's just my buddy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's my.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They were roommates.
Yeah.
All right.
Gotcha, yeah. Well, cool. Well, with that in mind, So you go to buy the produce. Where are you going from here? Are you going back to the ship? Are you going to wait with your friend KO? Or are you?
I guess I'm going back to because I did promise my captain I'll bring him some noodles.
Okay.
So I'll be like, KO, you just wait. You're here, or I'll meet you in the city.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and make it up there. I didn't realize how hungry I was. Sorry, we stopped here.
No,
But,
good,
I'm gonna head up there and I'll meet you up there. Where you want me to wait for you at?
Yeah, we need to wait. There's some spots there. I'm sorry.
No, it's whatever. He said, you know what?
Where's the spot that he would want to go?
How about we meet? I hear there's like an old temple in the city that they maintain. How about we can go? You just meet me there.
I'll just meet you
Midday.
there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna go drop this off and I'll meet you.
Perfect. And leading up that winding path, they have like tons. Have you ever been to like somewhere like I'm watching Red Lotus season 3 now. In Thailand, they have those little cabs that you can get in and out of, the little cabbie ones. Yeah, they have something like that, but it's just pulled by those ostrich horses. So
Okay.
yeah, so they're pulling those up. He gets in one of those. He waves bye to you as he goes up there, and you start making your way back. What's going on in your life right now? Is this like a big? This is the last shipment of the season before you guys get like a long break. So what's kind of in your mind that you're gonna do once you get back from this one?
I guess once I drop this produce off, hopefully it's big enough to where the town can survive, and then maybe he can go off somewhere else. He does traveling around.
Okay.
But he was like, oh, I'd love to travel to like maybe the north. I know there's a lot of tension there, but I would like to see what like my cousins are up to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
By the way, those are called tuk-tuks.
Oh, thank you. Tuk-tuks. Okay. Perfect.
That because that was gonna bother me, so I actually
No, you're good.
because I thought it was tuk-tuk before, and I'm just like, that's gonna be so wrong, and it's gonna be recorded for posterity. They're gonna be like, that guy's an idiot. Just like tuk-tuk.
So yeah, you head back down to the ship, I guess, after that, or you're gonna start heading that way. Meanwhile, because you're back up with Sebastian. Sebastian, what's your day look like once it actually starts and you make your way out?
Sebastian puts on a really good face of being frail. He is not, but he puts on a good face. Come down to the store. And, probably very first thing that he'll go and do is get himself something to go and. If they do they have like a bar or anything here or?
So think of Caldera, kind of like a mixture of something like. Almost like San Francisco, if you know what I mean, where they've got tons of railcar transportation all over the city, and they try to keep a lot of that really old architecture of the Fire Nation, but with a lot of new stuff as well. So you'll have something like an office building, like a 3-4 story office building right next to a temple that's like 700 years old.
Understood.
Yeah.
I got you.
So it's all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
So he will literally go and walk out, and he knows the haunts. He knows where some of the underbelly of it will be. And that's where he'll head. That's pretty much his morning. He'll start looking for folks and just asking questions. But before he does that, if he can, he'll get himself a coffee. He'll go and he'll pay for that. And again, he's got a bad habit of doing different voices for different people. In the cafe, oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very soft spoken. Whenever he's gonna go on to one of the tuk-tuks and anything like that, oh, if you could help me get into this real quick.
Oh, yeah.
And literally, the moment that he hits the underbelly, he starts to strain himself out a little bit. He walks at his full 6'2", because he's waiting for somebody to do something stupid. Sebastian wakes up and chooses violence as his first meal of the day, so that's what he does. He just goes to go and see what he can find.
Perfect. Okay. That's right. Well, yeah, you head out there, and there's a few usual haunts. There's the 24-hour bar, literally just called that. They're, of course, as you would imagine, already open. They have that bar. There's also there's like an old abandoned factory where a lot of gang activities usually hang out, but that's usually, you don't know if you always go there, because it's usually, if people are there, it's like old people.
I was going to say, it's hot and tumble over there.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people over there. And then there's also the park, which is where a lot of drug deals, stuff like that, go on. Though honestly, there's not as much drugs trafficking in Caldera as you might think. It's actually like not a very huge city. It's only like maybe 3 miles long, but it's very dense.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's a lot in there because they just build stuff on top of each other. I mean, like you're in an apartment there.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much. And he'll head over to the bar because he's, in his mind, I do not want to get my ass handed back to me again right now. Let me at least go and enjoy the sun while it's still out.
Okay.
He'll head on over to the bar. I always imagine him having some type of loose petty cash if he ever needs to go and bribe somebody for information, get them a drink, anything like that. Jacket over him, and can you smoke inside the bar?
Oh yeah, everyone is in there.
So when he walks in, he'll just kind of scan it and do the old man thing as if he's gonna go stand, tries to go and light his cigarette to see if anybody walks up to light it for him.
Okay. Roll me a d20 real quick.
14.
14. So someone does take the bait. They look like they're from out of town. You can't tell what it is, but you can just tell something about them is not Fire Nation. And it's a pretty lanky individual, and they have a very pale face with very long, kind of stringy hair. They look like they haven't showered in a while. They look like maybe if they're old enough to get in the bar, they're just old enough. They look pretty young. They come in there and it's a young boy. He goes, "Do you need?" Oh yeah. And he lights it for you. Yes.
Appreciate it.
Yes. How's it going?
Absolutely fabulous. Living the dream. How about you?
Good.
What's on your mind, kid? You look like you've had a rough morning.
I've had a great week.
Oh, you don't. I got money. If you got time to sit.
He says, "I don't want to."
Okay.
Can you roll me a d20 again?
8.
8. You couldn't tell what, but you could tell something was wrong with his eyes when he said that. And he walks away, and he goes to the bathroom, seemingly, of the facility. And
How funny, because I plan on joining him where he's going.
nice. Okay.
So, as soon as he does that, I'm going to start to look through, because, usually bars and stuff like that will have mirrors. He'll follow him with his eyes. He won't turn to go see where he's going to head to. I'll just kind of sit there for a second while he gets into the bathroom. He looks at the barkeep. Tall, dark, and ugly. What's that about?
He leans forward and says, "No idea." He kind of asks you to come closer to the bar. And this, you know this guy.
Yeah, and he just kind of slides him a little bit of something too while he's walking up closer, just saying.
Word is there's been a lot of guys coming in the Caldera. The last shipment of immigrants have been similar. Tall, dark, ugly looking figures.
Confused.
And, I don't want to be one of those guys. But some of the keep the Fire Nation for Fire Nation types aren't really happy about that because they don't seem like they're coming from the other islands, if you know what I'm saying. That kid, and I say kid for a reason, he doesn't even have an ID on him, is, how do I say, creeping me the fuck out. He's been sitting outside the bar until people were starting to come in, and he's just been asking people questions, but they're not really making sense.
He's waiting on somebody.
He's asking for tourist questions, but why would he be here if he was asking for tourist questions?
Waiting for somebody and waiting for something. He kind of leans back in the seat. He takes a look at the watch. How long has he been in the bathroom?
Maybe a minute, as long as your conversation's been going on.
Do me a favor. Make sure nobody walks into that bathroom the next 3 minutes. And he's just gonna slowly get himself up. And he's gonna look at his hands real quick. Fuck. Alright. He takes a cigarette. Literally the hardest inhale to go and get like the last bit of it just because he never knows if it's gonna be his last. Fuck. He flings it. And he's going to stealth to the bathroom.
Nice, okay.
So what am I rolling? Just this plus the stealth stat, or?
Yeah, you can go ahead and run that. If you want to give, what's your stealth stat at?
Stealth is at 3.
3, okay. If with that in mind, give me a roll of 6 or more, and you will be successful.
14.
Nice, okay, perfect, wow. Yeah, you pretty quickly make your way in there, and the guys in the bar who are there, you can't tell if they've been up for 4 hours or if they just never went to bed. They're just fully drunk, all having a good time. None of them notice you passing by. And, usually that door has a little bit of a creak when it opens, but just the way to lift that handle.
Been here for a minute.
And if you did make any sounds, the guy in the bathroom is covering it up for you. And he's just moving around. He's using the bathroom normally. It's pretty odd. He's not doing anything suspicious in there, but he's in one of the two stalls in the bathroom. As you come in, there's the two stalls, a urinal and the large mirrors. It's just one large plane of a mirror with 3 sinks.
Is there like a little closet where they're going to keep supplies in here?
There is, yeah.
He's gonna take a look. If he sees his feet, go up to the closet, close it just a little bit, and just wait.
Okay.
He wants to see if he says anything, if he does anything. Does he sound sick, or does he just sound like he's just using the facilities?
He's just using the facilities right now. But he opens up the door, he walks out, and one thing that you couldn't really tell originally because it's darker in those rooms than it is in here with the fluorescent lights. He comes out and he's wearing like a cloak around him with like a hood. He doesn't have the hood up, but he's got a cloak around him. And he looks in the mirror and he just does this with his eyes. He looks at them, he pulls down his eyes as if he's got bags. And he pulls back the cloak on his hand. And I want you to roll another d20 for me because you're at an odd angle. You might not be able to see exactly what's in there.
1, baby.
You cannot tell what it is, but he's looking at something on his wrist.
Fuck.
Before he pulls it back up.
But I at least see that he's gone to the wrist and that was it. But nothing else.
Pulls it back all the way down to his elbow, and he's looking.
But I don't
he's
think
mostly looking
off.
at the hand and the wrist area,
Gotcha.
and he pulls it back up. And as the water's running, you do see he just goes, and he water bends it onto his own hands as he washes his hands that way, and then he just in one swick, all the water comes out into the sink, and then he uses his elbow to close it.
Fuck. This might not be smart, but
I need to shit.
you know the dirt that he's got around his fingers? Mm-hmm. He's gonna break off the piece that's on the pinky. He's gonna harden it in his hand, and he's gonna guide it to go like, nudge itself in between the door so that he can't open it.
Okay. You give me a roll with your stealth again of I need 12 or more on this one. That's a high one. So
Well, shit.
yeah.
Hell no!
So you successfully get it in there. However,
That motherfucker's
he immediately he hears something, and he starts to walk around, and he just stands by the door, and he's right next to where you have the door closed. As he's looking, he's not looking at you. He's looking at the door, and he sees the rock.
Sebastian almost laughs to himself because he's like, boy, oh boy. He waits. He holds his breath. See if he's gonna open it.
He looks around. He looks out, and then he does reach the door. He's gonna try to open it.
Right when he does, Sebastian's gonna just kind of wait for a second. He's gonna break off a little bit more dirt. He's gonna hold it up to his mouth, and as soon as that thing opens, he's gonna stuff the fuck out that bathroom.
You're just gonna step out? That's it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's just gonna. He will blind them and then.
Okay. You are going to. What do you want to roll on that? What ability do you want to try to use for that, if you want to?
Would that be out of place? You're going to say hand to hand or stealth?
Are you trying to not be seen, or do you?
I don't want to be seen. Like I'm trying to avoid. I literally want him to get blinded so I can walk the fuck out. And when he does walk out, it's just like,
Okay.
what the fuck just happened?
So you're gonna need to give me a roll of 6 or more to successfully just get away. 12 or more to not be seen.
17, baby.
Nice. He goes to open it and he gets hit. He actually slips on the floor and he falls onto the ground as you open the door and knock it out and you make your way out of there.
As soon as I go to close that door like that, and I'm walking, I want to see if I can make the dirt pull up to do like a nudge underneath the door so that he can have to wiggle it just a little bit, just to give me like an extra few seconds.
Okay.
To get right back to the bar, sit back down, light a cigarette. Just like
Okay. No. You got that with the initial
Okay,
roll.
cool.
He is, however,
Oh boy.
after what are you doing as he's opening the door for like a minute? Or it's about 30 seconds.
Oh, he gets right back into the bar like nothing happened.
You hear as the door handle just falls off and the door comes open. And if you listen, you can hear what sounds like water running at top speed from in there. As he walks out and there's just water coming out from behind him as he exits the bathroom. And he looks around. And he's standing right behind you as he's looking. And you're seeing the water, if you were to look, just pooling out of the bathroom. It looks like the sink faucet was just ripped off.
Kid, you okay?
He looks past you at the bartender. You need to fix your bathroom. And he just walks out of the bar.
That's gonna be my new butler. Now that he's out, I will shadow him for the remainder of the day.
Okay.
We are gonna become the bestest of friends until he assassinates me.
Nice.
This kid's gonna beat the dog shit out of me. I'm just waiting for that one fuck up in a row for him to gonna be like, hey old man, oh Jesus Christ, I can't feel my legs.
Well, with that in mind, Emiko, you make your way back to... You put on your uniform, everything, and you're going to make your way to the top of the barracks where you are, which is where they have the... It's almost like if you guys ever been to a butterfly enclosure, it's like a big walked-in cage area.
Yeah.
That's where your hawk is. Do you want to describe what your hawks... Do you have a name or a look for them at all? If not, I have a look, but I don't have a name in case.
I don't have a look, but I don't have a name either.
No, that's fine.
But we can call him Rin.
Rin? Okay. Well, Rin, when you guys got to pick which of the hawks, if the few of you got to have them, your squad leader was the one who decided who got to pick in what order. So you had the last one left. It was a small, not albino white, but like a gray one. And it's a little bit smaller than the other ones. Yeah, you meet Rin, and Rin immediately flies down. And where does Rin usually perch on you? Is it perch nearby? Shoulder? Shoulder, okay, yeah. Rin immediately perches there and is just, maybe not like nuzzling you, but like just very comfortable immediately as soon as you get in there and is landing. Oh, yeah, go ahead. It's out immediately to the left.
She just gives him a quick pat and like, good morning.
Nice.
The only being that she's like comfortable with around here.
Nice. Perfect, gotcha. Well, you got to go deliver that suitcase down to the Harper City post office. Do you stop and do anything else on the way there, or are you kind of headed there first away?
She'll stop by a food stand and she'll just buy like a steamed bun.
Okay.
Or something, and then she'll just like take it to go and eat on the way. Maybe giving a Rin a bite or two. Nice.
Okay, cool. And yeah, maybe you get some hot rocks or something like that, as they call them. And yeah, you start to make your way out, and what is start running? I'll wait for a second. So yeah, we'll say, what's it like for you in the city here?
Oh, she hates it.
Really?
It's too noisy. She can barely sleep. Like, she's still not used to it. And like, it's always something. Always something. It's just like, even early in the morning, there are too many people out and about. Nobody's slow. Everybody's going. It's too fast for her. She hates it.
That's understandable, yeah. But see, what made the animal specialist position kind of call to you?
Well, like even back home, she's always just been more attuned to the animals and the people around her. Like all the like working animals, she would be the one who would have to feed them, clean up after them. So that was her job.
Gotcha.
The family.
Yeah, nice. Awesome. Nice. Well, you start to make your way out over the city's kind of limits. There's a little bit of a gate in the side of the walls. As you're looking out, you're seeing the sun's, maybe if you were to put your hands out, maybe like half a foot to a foot over the horizon now. And you're looking over this long pathway. And you actually are at the gateway. And as you're about to exit, you and Ko, I should have named them different. Kaio and K. We'll just call him K. How about that? Kaio and K. 2 Ks. Yeah. Let's not get a third one involved.
No more Kellys.
You actually are just now getting into the gateway, And you guys are having to wait for checks and everything. You're getting checked out before you're getting checked in. Okay. And they've got it. It's basically kind of like if you ever go to like on a highway where they've got the little pass systems. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that, except you two are sitting there just kind of awkwardly waiting. Do you either of you make small talk while you're waiting there and you're awkwardly looking at each other?
Alright, so I'm looking this way and she's looking this way?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're like how me and Daniel
okay.
right here, yeah.
I guess I do notice a bird on her shoulder. And I'm like, nice bird.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any particular reason? Is she like dressed like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm like, oh, she must be some kind of like military person.
On the move.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Nice bird.
Thank you. He's the best.
What's his name?
Rin.
Nice, cool. Where are you headed?
Just Harbor City.
Oh, cool. Did I just drop all my shit off?
Yeah.
So I'm going by myself, or my friends with me?
Yeah, your friend already went off ahead, so you're just waiting there. They're checking your passport and everything to make sure you're good to go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a terrorist, I swear.
Yeah, the guy watching. Yeah, you're not one of those Red Lotus people, are you?
No. I don't know what a Red Lotus is. Just a man on mission.
That's the name of the main party.
No, I know. I was just giving her the face that I would give if I was a guard. Really?
I'm not part of ISIS.
I'm not part of ISIS.
I have never spoken ill about the government even once.
Just like a beautiful town of Caldera. And I was like, oh, actually, I've never really, I've been around here, but you know any spots? I was trying to think of a spot to take my friend, but no. Aren't you from around here?
No.
You're not from around here?
Not Caldera specifically.
Oh, where are you from?
Where is she from?
We never picked an island name. There's quite a few.
Komodo Dragon Island.
No, everyone's from there. Give me 1 second. I can look up an island name because I'm fucking forgetting all of them.
I tried to find one, but the wiki was really bad.
Yeah, they're not great. Did you go on the fandom wiki or the
I
other
did.
one? Yeah, the fandom wiki has gone so far down the shithole in the last few years.
We're just awkwardly staring at each other while you're like, let me just
let me think
where I'm from.
That moment where Eddie's loading.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm from
I got
Fiji.
you.
Just like, oh.
Just from Mexico.
I'm from Mexico too.
We'll say, hey, you know what? You can be from Dizine Island, an island traditionally home to national historian of the Fire Nation. Or you can be from King Wa Island, famous for its ash bananas.
Which one?
We'll go with King Wong Island.
King Wa. So
King
Hingwa.
That's not how I was gonna spell it.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was like, I don't think either of us are saying it correctly, but we'll just go with that.
So you tell me that?
Yeah.
I'm like, I hear they're famous for their bananas.
Yeah.
Nice. Are they delicious? I never had one before.
They get old.
They get old? Oh, because you know all the time, obviously. Yeah. Okay, cool. Nice. So you got no spots around here that you like to visit or anything like that?
I'm just here because I have to be.
Why do you have to be here? I imagine like the guys like, you can come on in, and I'm just like, I'm enthralled by this conversation.
Yeah, maybe you walk around and you're just talking, and the other guys are getting checked in, and they're just kind of awkwardly streaming around you.
I was stationed here.
Oh, okay, nice. You were stationed here. Okay, but you wanted to be part of the army, right? Or the military?
Sure.
Okay, you didn't say that very confidently.
It's just the easiest way to get about.
You know what? I feel that. That's why I became a fisherman.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. But it's very interesting talking to you. What's your name again? Imiko. Yeah, pleasure. Nice. Maybe I'll see you around.
We'll see.
Okay.
Just as you're saying your names, there is for Sebastian, for you actually start hearing some of the same bells you heard in the morning going off now in the afternoon, which is not usually the case. And you're a little confused because that's typically a sign of danger for some reason.
Being retired, has this happened before?
No, not for you in Caldera. You've heard, because these are not sirens like in Republic City or Boston City. These are bells. And so you're thinking this is odd. And as that's happening, you two, if you were to look out across the bay, towards the bay, you would see over the horizon are multiple battleships that have a green and steel coloring to them. And Emiko, you immediately would recognize this as the Earth Empire's battleships. But the really odd thing is that Kaio, if you were to look out over, you would see the waves really bashing against your ship. And the problem is that you see... Actually, can you roll a d20 for me?
What is it? I'm not very good at it. Thank you.
You can't tell what it is, but you see something moving in the water by the ship.
Can it tell it's like huge or whatever? Or
You can tell it's something big. And then you start hearing... As you're hearing, and you see coming out from over the clouds, dozens of Earth Empire planes, airships coming through, as they start making their way towards the island. And that's when, out from the water, comes something even bigger. Change the songs. As out from the water is what you two players recognize as Shiva. I have this out for reference, Daniel. Out from the water comes a giant machine in the shape of this thing. Yeah, basically.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah. So you still aren't seeing it because you're in this valley kind of area.
Right.
But you're hearing, people are already, it's kind of almost moving down a line of people talking, and it's a bit of a surprise, but you're still worried about these bells. You see this machine come out as... I don't even know the way to say it. Its mouth opens, the pink light comes out, and it immediately blasts towards the mountains, towards Caldera. And Sebastian, you see as something hits the side of one of the mountains, and you're seeing a large, because it's formed like a caldera. There are certain peaks. One of them is hit, and it begins slowly falling, and there's nothing you can do as you're seeing this 40-foot tall rock come down. Not anywhere near you.
No.
But
He literally has that moment, so hyper-focused on his prey. And as he hits... Alright. He turns on his heel and he just starts running towards it.
it hits what looks like an apartment complex.
Fuck, how far am I from the apartment complex?
You're about half a mile at this point. And you are maybe... Actually, I do want you to roll me a d20. Give me just a 4 or higher on this.
16.
16. You are shaken, but you do not fall. As dust is like... Places you didn't know there was dust is coming out.
So when the dust comes up, if you allow me, he'll go and he'll use his airbending to just kind of like clear it in front of his face.
Yes. Yeah.
And if he's still pretty cool under pressure, he sees that his apartment complex. He looks at the waterbending dude, and he just says it out loud. Next time, asshole. And he runs towards the apartment complex.
Nice. Okay. There's no. That reminds me, no key for what you just did, but for the other ones, that's 2 each, so that's 4 key.
Oh,
4
shit.
Key
Yeah, no worries.
I forgot to say, thank you. You immediately start making your way, and then Emiko and Kaio, you two are seeing as your ship, as these other Fire Nation ships start firing at these other Fire Nation ships, and at this automaton, this giant automaton, you see it gets knocked over by one of the blasts from one of the main Fire Nation ships as it stumbles and catches itself on your ship.
Oh.
And it splits the ship completely in half.
Oh my gosh, my boys!
Yeah.
Not my hunky boys!
My boys!
No!
And there's like all these different planes firing off at each other, and some of the planes are already going past over you two as it starts to go into the city. What are you two doing and thinking right now as this is happening?
I think he's gonna try to go towards the coast to see if his crew's alright, because he saw the boat get destroyed.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh.
That's it. Okay.
I don't know
That's it.
about her.
Emiko, what are you doing right now?
She's kind of stun locked. She's like, she doesn't know if she should should go back and get orders from her sergeant, or if she should go to the coast and see what they need. She's just like, you know, still pretty fresh in the military, like, what do I do? I'm supposed to be, and also she's like, it's supposed to be my free day!
So you, one thing I forgot to mention, you actually do have a walkie-talkie that you are able to use if you need to contact your sergeant. But yeah, so what, I guess you're going to start making your way towards the coast, Kaio, right?
Yeah.
Is what you said? Okay. You're going to make your way to the harbor city and then to the coast. What, Emiko, what's, as you're kind of trying to come to a decision, what is it that she decides to do as she comes out of the freeze after a minute or so?
She'll be like, okay, yeah, walkie-talkie. And she'll be like, Sergeant, what's happening?
Roll me a d20 real quick. This is just pure luck. So 14. You get through to your sergeant, and all you hear at first is just, Emiko, listen, under attack. Do what you can. That's all you hear. And then the signal is out as your walkie-talkie static.
I guess she'll go see what she can do following him.
Okay.
That's where, like, not much she can do about the planes, but the people who are coming up on the beach.
Yeah. Okay. How do you two want to get down there towards the coast? Because you're probably already ahead of her a little bit. So.
Is it like a downhill thing?
It is a downhill, yes. Yeah.
Can I make an ice block and slide down past it?
Yeah, you absolutely can do that. Where are you finding the water, though?
Oh, the plants. I have hydromancy, which apparently take water.
You can do that.
Which I when I read that, I was like, why hasn't anyone done that?
Yeah, well, it's because we don't have a water vendor. Our one water vendor is a steam vendor. So.
Okay. So yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a d20. What's your hydromancy at?
It's a 2.
2. Okay, you're gonna have to give me a
ball on my face.
No. We hit that 20.
7 or more.
3.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. So you're just freaked out because you're like, why am I in a combat situation? But also my friends are fucking dead.
Yeah.
And something. Maybe you initially are like, it's the Fire Nation. Of course the plants aren't wet. No, I'm just kidding. But you're like trying to bend it, and you're getting some water, but it's nowhere near enough to form like a sled of some sort. However, as you start to catch up with him, there is a tuk-tuk. A tuk-tuk arrives. It's somebody who's just like, he's trying to get around the corner, and there's already traffic. And he's at the end of the traffic line, and he just gets out and starts booking it back to Caldera as he's going up there. You two have the ability to take that if you want, or you could just continue running down if you want to.
I mean, I guess not. Do you take it and you're like, you want to get in? And then I like face plant. And I guess I want to get in.
Sure, that would be kind of funny.
I would love not to embarrass myself.
Okay, that's minus. That's Actually, no, you do. You failed it. So fine. I won't make you pull anything on that one. Okay. Well, yeah, you two start to make your way down there towards Harbor City. That being said, Sebastian, though, you are seeing, as you're making your way there towards the apartment complex, what are you going... So this giant block, it's hard to explain. It's almost like the size of a school bus of just obsidian rock landed in the middle of an apartment complex. What's your first goal of action as you pull up here?
Literally, as he's running up, he wants to kind of assess, is there going to be more rock falling? Mm-hmm. Or is this just kind of it where it is right now? And then, like, no dirt, no nothing, he's going to run into the rubble. Mm-hmm. Okay. To go and see if he can go and find anybody that he can go and grab right now.
It looks like the piece that got knocked off is almost clean cut. Like, it just, whatever hit that side, just...
You say clean cut?
Clean cut, just right through it, yeah. And it fell right on his apartment complex. And so it looks like nothing else is about to fall.
And he notices that it clean cut through what, like about 20 feet of rock?
Yes.
So as he's literally running up, are the people here?
There are some, there's people running all over right now. People trying to get back to their homes. You hear the announcements over the intercoms. People, you hear your Fire Lord Iroh telling you, everyone, please, you need to make your way towards the safest evacuation centers as you can. Get back inside your homes. Whatever is closest to you, get to... And then it's just static. Very loud static.
As he's running up to this area, does he see anybody in uniform?
Roll a d20 for me.
19.
19. You do see one person in uniform, and a man a little bit younger than yourself, walking around. Are you looking for a cop or a military officer?
Anyone in uniform.
It's a cop. You see, then yeah.
He's gonna bullshit. He's gonna flash his old retired badge.
Mm-hmm.
Detective Sebastian, sir, and he's literally gonna go and pull back.
Yeah.
I need an assessment with the situation here, and as he's looking around, I'm looking for people. I need you to go and get me in touch. Do you have ways to communicate with the borough? Any facility close to us?
Yes. Give me one moment. He's got the big smoker's voice, and he pulls out his walkie-talkie, and it's just static. It's just static. And he's let me check the other channels. Hold on. Static. No matter what.
As he's going through the channels, as he looks up at the cut rock, he looks back at him. He's like, hey, old timer, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Give me that. Go home. And he goes and he clicks it onto his belt. He's gonna run into the building because no. He just looks. He tells him just go home. Mm-hmm. He runs. Is there anyone that he can get to right now at this moment?
There, as he's walking around, you immediately, as soon as you get into the rubble, you're filled with the smell of soot, smoke, and copper. A lot of copper immediately. You there's a hallway that initially was inside. It's now been exposed to the outside. There's a room to your right that has been more impacted by the rock, and a room to your left that has only been hit a little bit. Which one do you want to go into?
The one that's more impacted. And as he does, I'm not sure how much this is going to go and cost. Mm-hmm. Any door or anything that's in his way, he's literally just going to just try to go and see if he can go and move to get to people.
Mm-hmm. That you're good on that. You start to open some of these doors, and when you move to the door on the right, you see a woman screaming as there's red everywhere, and you just see a hand under the rock.
He's gonna run up to it, like slide down to his knees. He shows nimbleness in his old body. Mm-hmm. And he's just gonna grab it by the back of the head. Listen. Is there anyone else here in the room?
She just says, "My husband. My husband. Is he?"
No. I need you to follow me. Hold on to me. We're gonna continue to walk through the building.
Okay.
Is there anyone else here?
Yes.
Where?
In every room.
In every room. Are you a bender?
No.
Then stay close.
Okay.
And he continues on the hallway.
Okay. You, the room are direct opposite. You open it up, and this one, you scan it, you walk for a minute. Thankfully, no one was in here.
Okay.
You're good. The next part is the rock has impacted slightly, so you are going to have to move underneath the rock if you want to get through it.
Okay. How much rock is there?
So the problem is that when it hit,
It
75 feet down, it didn't break.
Oh,
it's obsidian.
It is the chunk of rock that, okay.
There have been fragments of it, but it is not fragmented even in half, so.
I go on and I pat him. I need you to wait outside while I go underneath here. I'm going to be back. You wait outside. Give me 10 minutes. Wait. And he crawls under.
Okay. You crawl under, and you immediately start hearing somebody distantly calling for help. And as you're crawling through, you're going, and it's kind of hard to see, not only with your old age, but just because there's no light, and you're feeling, your hands are getting wet as you're crawling through, and that smell is getting stronger as you're crawling and crawling.
Sebastian has been around quite a bit of death. Is he literally in the viscera of death right now, or is this just chemical byproduct?
You can't see, and it's that copper smell is very strong, though, is what you know.
The voice, can he locate it with his seismic?
He can, yes. Roll me a d20. Give me an 8 or more. A 1. There are so many people screaming that you use that, and unfortunately it had the opposite effect.
It literally overpowers me.
You are hearing every child, brother, sister, cop, everybody screaming, everybody running. You're still feeling the vibrations. You're feeling the vibrations out from the harbor city, and you just know there's something fucking massive out there, and each thing is distracting you.
He feels that though.
He can, yeah. Even if it's just a little bit, you feel it.
In that moment, Sebastian feels claustrophobic. Just in that second, and it's not the rock, it's not the dirt that does it. It's as if though he feels like if he's inside the actual belly of the beast. And feeling that wetness on his arms and on his face and on his body. Sebastian almost screams. Can I roll to see if he can hold it?
You can, yeah. Give me a 6 or more.
7.
7.
Thank you.
Okay.
God.
You maybe even a tear goes down your face or something.
She just, and if he's got a bite, and I will go and say, even if he needs to bite like through the inside of his cheek, he will do that. Fuck. He knows his power. Is there any way that he can get anyone out that's close to him, or is that just beyond him?
There is an old woman, who is immediately next to you. You're gonna have to use some earthbending because the door has been crushed. But the room, she can tell there's an old woman in there calling to help because she's got her grandson in there with her. Like I said, you have to use some key to get that. So.
He just kind of closes his eyes for a second. And instead of just having the brass knuckles, he'll drag dirt with one hand. Actually, can he move some of the onyx onto his hands?
He can, yes, yeah.
And literally go and cover his hands in what will look like black boxing gloves. And just start to beat through the dirt until he can get to where they're at?
Yes, he can, yes. So for that and the seismic, that's going to be, go ahead and minus another, -2 for the last one, for the seismic.
Okay.
And if you succeed in this, it'll be a -4. What's your, did you have terror or rock for that? I'm sorry. You had terror, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Terror.
What's it at?
2.
2? Okay, give me just a 6 or more. You got a 12.
12! Alright!
You're starting to make your way through, and you're so focused you don't even feel it. Yeah, -4. What are you at now?
20.
Hey, you know?
It just boom, 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 and he's just trying to see if he can get to her.
You get through there's a very small hole now through the wall, and this old woman, she's maybe about your age, maybe a little bit younger. She definitely looks younger at the very least, and she is just screaming screaming for help. And at first she's like screams again because she doesn't know what's going on. She sees a guy beating his way through the wall, and she sees you come out. You come through. I assume you stand up once you get through.
And literally, he bursts through, and he just, in that weirdness of maybe some of the light that goes through the carnage of everything. And in his mind, he hopes to every power that be that he is not covered in the blood of every single person that he just had to crawl through. And he stands himself up straight, and he says, "I'm here to help." And he just looks at her hoping because he can't see his own face.
She does believe you, but she's almost going nonverbal. She can't really figure out what's going on. And she's holding the kid. He looks maybe 7 or 8 on her shoulder. What's your thought process right now?
A hole was big enough for me to get through?
There is. You can get through. You also notice that there is the wall behind her just leads to the outside as well.
I go and I turn to him. I will wrap my old arm around her and hope to God that this is not a mistake. And as he bursts through the wall with the onyx fist, is it a drop?
It is not a drop. You're still on the first floor.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Can she make the movement outside, or well, he helps them out?
Yeah. You maybe burst down the wall and then you help them out.
He helps them out, and he'll just go and he'll turn, evacuate, go to someplace safe, and he begins to realize that this might be an endeavor that he can't do on his own.
She calls before you leave. Wait. And then we're gonna cut back to YouTube. as you two make your way down there, what are you looking for? Are y'all saying or thinking anything as you're driving down there? And I guess you're in the back, right behind you.
Well, like, with one hand she's driving the tuk-tuk, and then with her other hand she's just continuously flipping through the channels, like, this is Specialist Emiko, is anybody there? Over and over again until she can hear something, if she can ever hear it.
You're just getting static still, somehow. So and the problem is that, like, you've been going down, you're just now getting to Harbor City. It's been about 10 minutes, and they're only just now starting to send some planes from the Fire Nation, but it's only some of the extra reserves that are from Harbor City. So they're still getting you guys are getting demolished. Some of the ships are getting destroyed. All this other crazy stuff is happening and going on right now. And you're just not getting anything. What are you feeling right now? Is you're feeling like, yeah.
She's panicking. She can't do anything. She's just like, she's regretting all of her choices. She's like, why am I freaking here? So, and she's like angry, scared, doesn't know what to think, doesn't know what to do. She feels helpless.
Kaya, what about you?
He's like, I hope she didn't see me fall. Just kidding. No, I'm like, so what's the plan? You're part of the military. Like, what's going on?
I don't know.
What was that big dragon-looking thing?
You're still seeing that thing, by the way.
We're going right towards it. It's hilarious.
I don't know. There's been rumors, nothing confirmed. I don't know exactly what it is.
What are the rumors you heard?
That it's bad.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously. Yeah, I'm just like, I gotta find my homeboys. They're down there somewhere.
We'll look.
Okay, thank you. Do you want to try to take it out?
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Anything. Anyone can.
Is there like a like barracks or station down in Harbor City?
There is, yeah. It's a small one. It's the extended reserve that are down there. Are you gonna try to make your way for that?
Yeah, she'll try to drive towards that.
Okay. As you're going down, the giant mech, it looks back up to the city. It starts charging another beam.
Fuck.
And that's when it gets hit from behind from a different ship. As you start to now see what you recognize as Northern Water Tribe ships coming in from behind. And while the assault is still happening from the other Earth Empire ships and the planes, it looks like Shiva, at least, has been diverted as it turns around and it sinks down back into the water towards the other ships.
Doing embrace maneuvers.
As you start doing that, you two do get to the other reserve station, or you're pulling up to it as whoever launched actually, roll me a d20. I'm sorry. Give me the
10.
10.
I was about to might die.
So you're not actually up to date with all of the political stuff going on in the Earth Empire. However, you can immediately tell whoever gave them this intel knew where to strike. As you see one of the Earth Empire planes go right from behind you, right below. As you see something drop as the reserve station is set ablaze. Kyle, you see the front half of the ship begin to sink into the waters now. The second half's been gone for a minute. Maybe you didn't even realize it. Now it's the front half is gone as well.
Oh my god, they're dead. There's no, okay. I don't even know what to do anymore. I would just be in shock.
What are you two thinking right now as you stop, as you're just seeing this place like lit on fire?
Like, she's just like, why are we should have turned around and gone back inside. Like, why are we even here? Just like, what the heck?
I don't know. Do you want to head back? Actually, I don't know. I guess there's still a little bit of hope. I was like, what if my boys are still down there?
Roll a d20 for me.
7.
7?
Yeah.
You have no idea if your friends down there have any chance of being alive. However, you do know that there's a slightly higher chance that your other friend KO is still alive in Caldera.
Okay.
So, it's your call.
Where are you trying to go? We might as well stick together.
I don't care.
You don't care?
Are there like Earth Empire people like storming the beaches?
Yeah, is
yet?
anyone storming?
So, yeah, I did actually forget to mention that, thank you. There was when the Shiva ship, between it firing its first shot and charging up its second, its chest had opened up as scores, similar to what happened in Shujing, scores of boats, trucks and Earth Empire soldiers came out. Even some, like, strange, mechs about the double size of a person walking out.
Fucking hell.
So, and they're immediately getting into Harbor City as you two are seeing the reserve station lit ablaze. What do you guys want to do?
I'll just drag. I think there are trees around like woods.
There's a little bit, yeah.
She'll drag him there and start making their way back up, so they're not seen, but as fast as they can to go back.
Okay. Roll me a d20 on that. Give me a roll of just 7 or more to not be outwardly seen.
Can I use anything with that?
What do you have? What are some of your stats?
I have a 3 in stealth.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me that, and then just give me a 4 or more then.
Okay. I got 13.
Perfect. Yep. They do not see you. They are focused on their mission of ascending towards the capital, so they don't see you. Meanwhile,
we're just trying to survive.
you're seeing like tons of like shells that are supposed to be hitting other Earth Empire ships and they hit like maybe like half a mile away from you. There's just a crater now there.
Emiko is so mad. She's so mad.
Yeah, and forgive me, what's your bird's name?
Ren.
Ren is like feathers fluffed up, freaked out as and it keeps like adjusting itself on your shoulder. It's It sinks down into the water. Just as the grandmother is about to say something to you, you hear as you hear other bombs being dropped from planes now at different locations around the city.
Fuck.
And you're hearing that, you're focused on that, you're still thinking there's people inside. And then she just looks at you, she's holding the child, and she goes, I don't know if he's breathing.
Alright. Very first thing that he's gonna go and do, he's gonna run up to it, take the kid, place him down, and he's going to start CPR to go see if he's got anything in his mouth, see if he can bring him back.
Mm-hmm. What are some of your general stats on there again?
Fuck. Okay.
I'm reminding you on the first half, but when we get later, I'm not going to remind you also.
I got and what was the skill set? You know what? Could I use knowledge with 3?
Yes, that's what I was going to ask, yeah.
16.
The kid starts to cough up. You've saved his life. As he starts
You see that Sebastian goes and looks up at the grandmother, run. And as he says that, he's going to look around. Does he hear the movements? Does he hear the troops? Does he hear shit coming towards them?
There are no troops yet in the city, but there are those planes occasionally. They're only coming in every... You're hearing them constantly, but when they get really close, there's only been one so far. So.
The motorcycles here.
Around, yes. Are you looking to take one, I assume?
He's totally going to steal one or commandeer one.
Yes, yeah. We'll say somebody outside the apartment complex had one, yeah.
He's going to walk up to it. Sorry. He's going to see if he can turn it on. If he does, right before he does though, so radios sometimes you can pick up into frequencies that aren't like normal frequencies. Do I know if the underground communicates through any type of certain frequencies to see if maybe I can communicate with somebody from the underground?
You are aware of one? Yeah. You can try those. With your knowledge stat, give me a roll of 6 or higher.
18.
You find what is usually the underground radio. It's silent. However, on your way, or as maybe you're scrolling so fast you go past it, you go, wait a minute. And you thought you heard something else as you scroll back a little bit more. And you hear somebody talking about how, confirmed, it's set, factory, Great Uniter. And they shut up.
And he's gonna head towards the first military outpost that he can.
Your outpost? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
See if he can get them information. And literally hoping to cry, he'll go and he'll pull back the onyx to go and just be his new brass knuckles, and so he can still use his fingers. And he'll just kind of keep the radio in one hand, hoping to listen as he just keeps on zooming.
You turn the corner and you see that plane had dropped the bomb on the other military outpost, and then you hear one more. One more bomb. You see the plane, and it drops a bomb on the main castle, the Firelord's castle at the center of the city. It does not explode the whole castle, but part of the right side of the ceiling is caved in now.
Do I need to roll to see if I lose control, or am I able to?
Well, you mentioned it, so yeah.
Yeah, because I would imagine it's a fucking seismic boom that comes out that fucking thing, no?
It's pretty big, yes.
Okay. If possible, can I use? I'm gonna say power, so I can hold on to that thing for dear fucking life.
What's your power at?
3.
3?
9 plus 3.
You're good.
Okay.
Yeah. you almost run into somebody as you use it to move out of the way, and you barely don't hit this people. They didn't even notice because they're just so freaked out running through the streets right now.
Sorry.
Perfect.
Oh shit. Oh boy, he's having a fucking day. Okay. Is there any other area here that he knows that there might be people that can do something that he can make it to?
You're going to start looking maybe towards the police station for that.
Okay.
And that's right by the entrance of the city. So as you pull up, you stop your motorcycle right by the police station. As you two in your tuk-tuk pull up over, and you're back in the city. And I'll say, you two are getting out of the tuk-tuk, you're getting off the motorcycle, and you see a person in a military uniform right there.
Wrong period to go to.
Private investigator Sebastian Franco. I'm
throwing up. Like, I don't like this.
As he pukes, he literally just see him go and grab his badge. He lowers it, he just turns to you. I'm looking for any type of military presence in this area.
Did you go to...
The crater? Yes, no, I visited the crater.
What about the other one?
Madam, allow me to go and make it very clear. We're probably about to get hit by another weapon, so we need to get either inside the building to go let them know, or we need to go and get moving. Is there anyone around? And
does she see any police people?
There are some police officers, but a lot of them are moving in and out, and they're already hectic. Some of them are already doing orders from somebody else. Some of them are.
She grabs one.
She grabs them. Okay.
Like by the collar.
Yes, he stops as his papers fly everywhere.
I have information on the strike. There's an information on the strike going by a factory close to this area. There's another strike coming.
Okay. Another strike at the factory. Listen, I have to go figure this out. Why would they bomb an old abandoned factory? And he just runs off.
As he runs off, he kind of stops. Sebastian actually realizes that just how fucking stupid he must have just sounded. And he kind of does stop. Why the fuck would they? And you hear him because he doesn't hide it. Why the fuck would they bomb an old factory?
Eriko still has the briefcase that she was supposed to deliver. She opens it.
Yeah.
Is there any information inside of it?
You find... Give me one moment. I'm going to find a song so we can run down a little bit from this one.
Where's my kid? Okay.
You find in there... basically, it's a long, very formally written letter. But to break it down, you essentially find that your sergeant has been doing an investigation with a couple other people in the military, and they believe that there is a very high potential that the statistics of some of the people moving into Caldera, are not matching up with the people moving in through the official immigration services. I'm realizing as I'm saying this sounds like a Trump thing. It's not, I promise. But
we have illegals coming into Caldera.
in the Earth Empire, they're not sending their best. You find in there that they're not matching up, and that they seemingly have heard reports of people talking about radio stations not working. And can either one of you two roll me a d20? Yeah.
What?
I don't care.
But actually, both of y'all roll. Give me a combined roll of 12 or more.
Can I use my knowledge?
You absolutely can, yeah.
I
I was
only
gonna
have
say
2.
20.
20!
Not a
Oh
lot.
my god!
You perfectly figure out.
Wow, that's crazy.
For the last 2 weeks, no radios have been working at any facility within a quarter mile of the abandoned factory.
Well,
And there must be something there, you realize, as you both got 2 20s.
that's
causing that to happen.
insane.
As you, I know, and I know that they just met me. Am I? And he's kind of like leaning over her a little bit to go see if he can look at the note at the same time. And as I think if she has like the eureka moment, he'll also go home. 2 weeks.
I say we go.
Can you function?
What? I was paying attention the whole time.
He throws him a cigarette. You smoke?
No, I don't do that.
That's a mistake. He puts the cigarette to his mouth. He goes to go light it. He's like, God damn it. Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, you're private.
And as he goes to go take a hit, something in the factory. If we can at least get there, we can maybe get some information. Maybe have coordinated strike from another area. We only live once.
I guess. I don't know. I'm not a fighter. I'm a fisherman. Why was he smoking a cigarette? Why do you have
So,
those-
the bombs that they've been dropping have been bombs that are bombs, but they're also incendiaries.
Oh, great.
So you get outside as soon as you exit the police station.
Fucking
You're seeing
napalm.
embers falling all around you guys as the capital of the Fire Nation is being lit ablaze, and many people are already trying to like do what they can, but a lot of this fire is really out of control. Yes. So as you do that, sorry, I'm trying to find. You start to make your way through the city. It's kind of getting hectic, and you all notice that there seems to be a group of Fire Nation people running around. You see a woman who's seemingly running as she falls down on her knees, and you immediately see what looks like a group of very rough and tumble looking individuals that are seemingly attacking her, or maybe trying to take something from her. You can't tell. And they're all wearing gray and brown and green, as they've got like very like elaborate, kind of almost punk looks to them, but a little bit militarized, if that makes any sense. Yeah, and they look like they're kind of wearing ragtag kind of clothes on them as they're attacking this woman. Do you all want to try and do something about this, or do you want to make way directly for the factory?
Can you
run him over?
Can you run him over without hurting the lady?
You can absolutely attempt that, yeah.
So since they're in front, because I would imagine you guys are in front,
Yeah.
he'll be on the motorcycle, and if he sees that she's just gonna if he's gonna hold his action as she's going through, if he sees that she might actually hit the lady, he's gonna have the dirt go underneath her and literally go and push out the way.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll for me. And keep in mind, there's dust and embers everywhere, so
It's fucking awful.
You're seeing a bunch of shadows in the dust, but you're just seeing this one guy out from there. So.
Would this be accuracy?
Yeah.
I got a 5 in accuracy.
Yeah.
Give me a roll of just 6 or more, though.
Okay.
Hit this guy.
9.
9. This guy, he has like what looks like not a crowbar, but like a pipe of some type, as he just goes, huh? And he is knocked out entirely.
Nice.
Is anyone else with him?
You said there was 4.
So as you pull through, you see 5 other guys
Oh my God.
standing right there as they, one of them lands a hit on just like the back tire. It doesn't pop it, but it does kind of make the cart as you guys slide a bit to the side and you've lost momentum. Sebastian, what are you doing?
He sees. Make it through. You catch him, right? Can we say that as he gets it and that pipe is going up, can I try to grab that pipe? I'll use accuracy. Actually, no. I'll use speed.
Speed? What's
Yo.
your speed at?
3.
3. For that, give me a roll of to get it in the one grab and not use up an action. 8.
Oh, is it 6 plus 3? Because if it's 6 plus 3, it's 9.
No, it had to be. That's I'm counting in the 3.
Oh no, that caboose. That shit goes. And
you just barely you kind of do like I guess you're doing a Kira slide in front of the other 5 guys. So you're on one side and they're on the other side.
I was gonna go and say if I do a Kira slide though, he's gonna see if he can. As the motorcycle's going, he's gonna kick it into their legs. So he land on his feet. And he's hoping to God that they see him. So when he kicks the motorcycle towards these dudes, he's just gonna go and have the pipe in one hand. And just go for it.
Then roll me a d20.
Oh boy!
For every integer of 4 you get, we'll change the number of guys you hit. So if you get 4, you hit 1. You hit 8, you hit 2. 12, you hit 3.
You got this.
Trooper. 9.
9. Okay, you hit 2 guys right there.
Okay.
And I'll just say it maybe slides. One of them just hits his face right as he hits the ground. The other one is hurt but not knocked out. So you have 1 hurt guy and 3 standing guys there.
Go.
Give me 1 moment.
Nice. Can I say when she hit the guy, it bumped and I fell out of the car?
Sure.
I imagine you're like, how's it? And I'm just gone.
Does she even know your name?
I'm pretty sure I said it. We said it right before that
Okay.
the Sheila hit.
Okay.
Kimiko, right?
No. Emiko.
Emiko.
Yeah, Emiko.
You can call her Emi if you want.
Emi.
He does not know your names.
I think you just call us by our bending. What you would imagine.
Firebender.
He
Firebender.
did.
Waterbender.
You just go and know that there's and you probably smelled a little bit of alcohol on his breath too. So it's one you
Alcoholic.
No, just say alcohol. Bad dad. Just say it.
The guy that you hit with the motorcycle gets up and he sees what's going on. And he says, "You won't do this to the Raiders." As he, yeah.
What the fuck are the Raiders?
Yeah.
Like the football team?
Sebastian, he just nods. Right. All right.
I think we just did that to the Raiders.
Don't worry, old man. I'll help you. What do you? You just pass out?
Epale.
I take it you guys are doing. You guys are gonna fight them, or are you guys gonna keep
You're still
going?
in the car.
Actually, I didn't ask you that. So yeah.
I'm gonna beat this man to death with this pipe.
I'm getting up and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna help this old man.
Thank God.
I was stuck with them, so.
You say okay.
Because she doesn't want to go anywhere alone. She's like,
Let's. I didn't actually see what I rolled. Do you guys want to roll for initiative then?
sure.
Okay.
18.
Watch this. It's gonna be high. It's a 12. The highest thing I rolled all day. 12.
12. Oh my gosh.
Does our speed factor?
18.
Who goes first?
What's your speed?
4.
You're definitely faster than me.
The first 2 guys got a 1 and a 2, and the other 2 guys got a 13 and 18. So,
Darn.
that first guy who got up and said, "You won't do this to the Raiders," he's gonna run up on you. We're gonna roll d20 for him.
Hey.
You said? What was your speed at again?
My speed is a 3.
Okay. So unfortunately, he does land a hit on you. I
Oh,
rolled
boy.
all of these. I'm just kidding. Okay, so he got 6, 12, 15. I'm just kidding.
I was about to be like, oh no.
Yeah. You know what? It's fine. This guy runs up to you, and as he's running up, he actually stomps his foot a little bit on the ground, and some of that dust just accumulates in your face before he then hits you right in the side of your ribs with his pipe for 5 damage. But you have... What's your durability again?
Durability is 2.
So you're at... It's 3 then, so you're at 32 health for that.
Okay. Sebastian will go, oh, that was my broken rib, you cunt.
Nice. Okay, next will be... It's your turn now, actually.
Sebastian fights like a dirty bastard, so he literally he goes and he sees that he hits him in the ribs. He's gonna go and take the blunt end of it, and he's gonna go and see if he can hit him send in the head with it, like right in his fucking forehead.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, these guys only have a speed of 3, so just get a 3 or more, and you got them.
That is a 4.
4, perfect. All right.
Oh,
So
God.
for you guys are going to roll. I'll say, what are you guys are all rolling still 2d6 in the main campaign, or what are you rolling?
Well, it depends on what we're using.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of here. You're using the pipe, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll do, you roll 2d6, but you get a plus... Well, actually, roll 1d6 right now, and that'll be whatever damage the pipe does as an added on.
5.
5. Okay, so whatever you roll now, with that pipe, as long as it's still there, is going to be a plus 5. So you're going to roll 2d6 and then add 5 to it.
That's so much better than Maylin's knife.
6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 5, 12.
Nice. And you said, how are you hitting this guy?
He fights dirty, so instead of swinging, since he sees that he's already got in the ribcage, he's gonna let the little bent part of it slide down into the palm of his hand. He's gonna slam it nearly into the front of his face.
Are you trying to kill the guy? Or?
With every bit of intention.
You break his nose and it immediately kills him. As this guy just hits the ground. This was the guy you hit with the bike.
So when he goes, he hits him in the ribs, and he's like, and he tells me, he's like, "Oh, my fucking ribs!" And when he hits him, he stops and he turns to the other raiders with him still on the pipe. And I'm hoping that can scare them to run, because he does not want to have this fucking full-fledged fight with them.
Okay.
Can he intimidate them?
Give me a roll of a d20. For every integer of 6 you get, you scare away 1. So 6 you scare away 1, 12 you scare away 2, if you get 18 or more you scare away all of them.
What do you get?
You scared away 2 of them. Wow.
Oh shit!
They 2 of them immediately just like, fuck this, dude, and they like leave.
So he just
This guy in that group.
fuck. Of course he.
As he's going to he pulls out like a large Bowie knife,
Great.
and he's completely got his back to you two, as he's focused on you now.
Sebastian just nods. About fucking time somebody brought up something worthwhile to this fight.
It's his turn, and then it'll be y'all's turns.
Oh boy.
3. So he goes to swipe at you, and you have 3. So if it's a match, it's in the player's favors.
Nice.
So he goes to try to swipe right at your stomach, and you're just... How are you dodging this as he's swiping kind of violently? There's not really a lot of order or method to it.
I was gonna go ahead and say it, and that's literally what it is. That since it's not ordered, he kind of he jumps back, but when he jumps back, he almost stumbles because he's not very dexterous. So when he does the jump back, he looks like if he's gonna fall, but he's kind of using his little old man hips to be like.
Nice. Okay, Emiko, it's your turn. How would you like to proceed?
She is the lady still on the ground, or is she gone?
She called away.
She got away. Okay, then she won't worry about that then. So the guy that's attacking Sebastian,
Sebastian
know
Futivo, right?
that name. She doesn't know that name, but she's just gonna. I didn't put it on my inventory list, but does the military have just weapons that they carry?
So typically those come standard. However, since you are specifically animal specialists, you guys are typically sent out as like scouts a lot of the time. So you don't have much. If you want to roll for me, we can see if you remember to pick up your standard issue knife. Give me a roll of, since that's just a left one, give me a roll of 13 or higher.
Got it? Oh fuck.
Alright, then she will
Use your bird.
no. She's not gonna use her bird. She will use her pyromancy, which is max, and fire with the dude.
Nice. Okay. Perfect. Roll a d20. Give me a roll of 4 or more.
What'd you say?
Actually, 3 or more because he's got his back to you. So.
A 17.
Nice. Okay. For that, since you used your pyromancy, I'll say that can be Just for this session, we'll have that be 3d6 instead of 2 for your bending. But it'll be 4 key, so...
Let me go ahead and mark that.
Yeah, I got you. It's 26 now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want it in front of me, so I don't...
Yeah, no, you're fair.
Yeah, don't do like I did at the beginning. Ooh.
5, 7.
Nice. And you hit that whip right against his back as it... And he... As he turns around and he points the knife at you in like kind of a defensive position. How do you hit it? Do you hit him like horizontally, diagonally, vertically? Just kind of like hit him at the tip of it? Yeah.
Just hit him.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah. What you doing, Kaio?
Is there any water around?
Yes, there actually are broken pipes and fire hydrants just all over the city
He's
streets.
gonna craft his stuff. He usually makes like weapons out of ice.
Yeah, so how do you form that? Do you want to tell them? Because you told me that you didn't tell them how it is.
What do you mean?
You say you had a baton.
Oh yeah, I had a baton. Yeah,
Yeah, like the details.
Yeah, I had a baton, and I usually use it to like spearfish, but like sometimes I was like, what if I make it to an axe or like a bat or something like that?
Okay.
So he turns into an axe.
So you pull it up. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you form it. So you've got the baton handle, but then the rest of it is like an ice axe.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can do that for free. That's gonna be minus 4 key for doing that.
Okay.
And then once combat ends, you're gonna have to re-up that each time. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool.
Nice.
So that's for free. It's minus 4 key. You're at 26. And yes, give me a since he's alert now. It's 4 more.
7.
Perfect.
God.
Okay. With that, then that's roll your 1d6 for your damage on that weapon.
2.
Okay. So now you're gonna roll 2 plus 2.
Get him.
Oh my goodness.
8.
Nice.
That's like 10, right?
That's 10. Yeah. How do you want to hit him and where?
I guess I just like swing for like right here.
You're gonna swing like
Yeah.
diagonally down into the guy's neck.
Uh-huh.
Wow. All right. Have you ever attacked a guy like this before? Or?
No, this is the first time I've ever.
But have you attacked any animals or anything?
No,
like
yeah,
that?
animals, yes.
Okay,
yes,
gotcha.
Like seeing animals.
What's the biggest animal you've ever swung at before with a weapon?
Shark warnarness? A shark warnarness?
A big like walrus shark thing?
Yeah, walrus shark. I don't know
Gotcha.
what I was thinking.
Are you trying to just think of that as you swing at a human?
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to like just like put my mind somewhere else as I'm killing
It
him.
lands right in the guy's neck.
Uh-huh.
Or like maybe a little bit more his shoulder. Maybe you try to aim for the neck and it hits right there.
Uh-huh.
As you pull it out and your blue axe is like red on it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And the guy is like, what the fuck? As he leans back. And Mr. Futivo, it's your turn again.
Does he see the struggle in his face when he hits this person for the first time?
Yes, yeah.
We pretty much got him surrounded, right?
Yes, yeah. He's turned back to them again, away from you now.
I literally just go in and I'll say out loud, you can walk away. Where's the rest of your party at?
He looks around for a minute. Captain Ron is at the factory.
How many?
4 in him, so 5. Count him as 3 though.
Same way we count you? Sebastian just laughs.
Yeah.
He
I
flicks
guess
him,
so.
He flicks him a cigarette. Get the fuck out of my face before I kill you.
He doesn't pick it up and he just walks away.
He just turns to you. First time?
Oh yeah, first time. Yeah,
First time? You did it right. First time?
On an actual person? Yes. Mannequins? No.
Not bad. You guys did it right. You see that he just got the nuts? Kid's alright. He goes, he walks into the motorcycle. Alright. Let's go before this piece of shit runs over to the factory and goes and tells them that we're coming.
Alright.
Oh,
Never.
the body. I'm so sorry.
I was just gonna ask, there were 5 at the factory? 4 and 5.
There's 5 at the factory, yes.
The body. Can I search him real quick?
Yes, you can.
He goes, do it. I don't know.
You find a seal from the Great Uniter herself, the leader of the Earth Empire. And you see how she kind of refers to them as her raiders, my raiders, as if she's very personal about them. You don't get too much more information on that other than Your mission is of the utmost importance. You play a key, critical role. Pun not intended. And, you play a key role in the war that we will begin. Do not fail me. If you do not bother coming back.
Any weapons on him? Anything?
He had that pipe.
I see the seal. Is there anything that might look like a communication thing that they might be using to get in touch with each other? Nothing?
You find nothing, no.
Fuck.
You roll a d20 for one more thing on me now.
Sure. That's a 10.
10. You do notice one other thing. And it's something that you've never... So the one thing you know about a lot of people in the Earth Kingdom is that they're not quite as spiritual as, say, the air nomads or even like the water tribe people, right?
Or practical people.
Yes. But you see her say, and may the spirits be with you at the end. Which is very odd. Because if you've seen anything about this woman, Kuvira, yeah, she's very practical. She's very matter of fact, get things done. You know, like, most people nowadays know about spirits. Right? But, like, you almost would think like she's one of the people that I could see one and be like, oh, that was just a figment of the light. So you're kind of like, why would she...
She's very pragmatic, systematic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it almost doesn't make sense. Yeah. But that's all you were able to get from the 10 on that, so...
Alright. So, and he'll let them know what he goes he sees. He won't mention the, Oh, you know what? Have you heard any chat about spirits? From have you met up with any of these other forces?
Other people in the world have really felt the fact that in the age of Korra, about 20, 30 years ago at this point, about 30 years ago, she had opened up the portals, the physical portals to the spirit world in the north and the southern poles. And while the northern people were really good with being able to attune themselves to spirits and help them, you guys in the south weren't as well. And that kind of led to a bit of a downfall because as the Earth Empire has been industrializing and tearing down a lot of these forests, they've been hurting the spirits, and that's you guys have been kind of almost the punching bag from these darker spirits, these malignant spirits that are trying to take revenge on mankind. So you maybe go like, you kind of express that to them, but you're like, you maybe don't know anything about the Earth Empire with them though.
Huh. Stay frosty, kid. Maybe we find out something more when we get to the factory.
Okay.
Alright. We're not gonna go in guns blazing. I've been to this factory before.
Yeah. You maybe been in or seen a gang fight or two. Like a lot of some of the turf wars will happen. Like they'll be like, we're gonna meet up at the old factory and duke it out.
Does he know an entrance that maybe out of town folks might not know?
He would, yeah. There's a way. It's not pretty though. It's through a pipe in the sewer. Yeah. So
he points to the both. He just lets them know. Well, we can go through the window. We can maybe go through the front door. But there is a place that might be a little bit safer. It's not great, but it'll get us through.
I think we're already covered in blood.
Yeah.
Let's get
Pretty
out.
sweaty already.
Yeah.
He just kind of looks above him. You look good. You see this disheveled old man balding up top, hair that looks like it hasn't been combed in 3 centuries. Hey, looking fine.
nice. Cool. So, you guys are in this. I'll say we'll skip ahead just a little bit. You guys are in the sewer pipe, going underground, and you're making your way up there. How did you guys want to move through this pipe?
I guess you know the bad things here leading the way.
If you let me, I'll go and I'll lead it. He takes it slow. You see, if anything, the old man is methodical than anything else. But he watches. He wants to make sure that he's not bringing these 2 kids in with him to be murdered in this fucking pipe. Does he see tracks? Does he see that anyone's come through here?
There are no tracks whatsoever. You are going through. In fact, in order to get in, you guys had to. I'll say maybe one of you guys was able to jimmy off. There's a lock on like a grated door to get in there. So you know that no one's been in through this way at the very least as you're making your way up toward, or in and up into the factory. So.
Okay. he will point to the both of you, and he'll just kind of tap his ear. Because he hears okay, but I feel like you guys will do better at it. And just says, keep an eye open and keep your ears open to see if you hear movement on where we're going. And he just keeps on.
Cool. Okay. You guys are moving in. Do any of you guys converse at all as you're going through there? That's not a gotcha. I just didn't know if you were you guys are just focused.
She's probably just trying to pay attention.
Gotcha.
Make sure nothing bad happens.
How's your hawk feeling?
He's probably not. He's probably
at the car. the tuk-tuk.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and I'll be like, anything happens, just leave, Rin. Not that he understands her, but she's like, go.
Rin just goes like.
I turned to Sebastian. I was like, is she talking to that bird?
She's a hawker.
Oh, okay. She's
like you're a fisherman.
Yeah, I've never talked to a fish though. But you know what? That's a special bond I'll never have.
As you say that, he stops in a pipe. What, Bendis can talk to fish?
What? No, I've never done that before.
I thought I heard you wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, did you see that he just kind of. He's like, oh, what a small world. All right. He kind of keeps on going. As he does, he'll take us just kind of a moment. And he laughs to himself because he's like, of course, I'm going to bring these two kids probably to fucking die with me. And he actually feels guilty for like a minute as he's kind of crawling through. And he'll stop like as they get into the entrance and he'll go, you don't have to do this.
Well, I'm already here.
We're already here.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah.
What's your story, old timer?
Not important anymore. And you see that he just kind of sits there for a second. Retired. Police officer. Detective.
Oh, okay. For the Caldera police force or
Something like that.
oh, something like that. Okay.
Vigilante now.
Vigilante. Oh my gosh, you're like a man bat kind of guy.
I know that guy, man. He got bit by something real scary a couple of months ago. I don't know what happened there.
He got bit by a spirit bat. Now he's a half man, half bat.
Poor man bat, I tell you. He just kind of, you see like the cigarette hanging from his mouth. Poor son of a bitch.
He only lived for 4 weeks and then he died.
Some type of rabid flu or something like that. And I don't know. I think about him from time to time.
Turns out spirit bat organs and human organs don't mix well.
It almost became a pandemic in a certain part of Caldera.
Oh, really?
He just kind of stops. But he does just kind of sit there for a second. I'm old. And every day that passes, I kept on thinking that I hated this city, you know. And funny enough, I'm here, hoping to save something in it. When we make it out of this, if we do me a favor. He tells him the location of the shop. There's a box. It's got an old shield in it. It's got some old pictures and some old documents. Tell Susan that I was worth maybe a little bit more than what she thought.
Okay.
You died 3 deaths, kid. And as he goes up to the door, when you leave the coil, the last time someone that loves you says your name, and then the very last time that somebody thinks about you, let's have fucking books written about us. And he slides up.
Opens the grate. Nice. Gotcha. Well, you get out of the grate leading up to the bottom story of the factory. It's only 2 stories. The top floor just has mostly steel walkways kind of dangling above. And there's a lot of equipment, there's a lot of conveyor belts, but none of them are active.
Everything's off?
Everything's off, but you do hear a slight, like a humming of some sort of machine. But it's not the presses, it's not any of the drills, it's nothing that was in the factory. You just hear some sort of...
What is that?
Is there anything mentioned in the letter about what was in the factory?
Nothing in the letter. No, you had some sort of intel that you're getting. So it didn't actually say that we're detecting it's around the factory. You guys saw each of the people saying that we're having issues with our radios, and you put together, because you got 220s, that everybody around the factory. The factory is the epicenter of all these cases.
Oh fuck! Talking about that, he's gonna turn off his walkie-talkie. Seeing that they're getting closer, that doesn't start like or something stupid. It'll go turn off completely.
Gotcha.
Cause that'd be real fucking cute. Usually he just and then he goes and puts it onto the side like, oh, that would have been funny.
Well, I take it all of you guys get out of the sewer right then?
Yeah.
Okay, you get out and you're in the furthermost corner, and you hear that humming, and if you listen closely enough, you can definitely hear what sounds like footsteps walking around inside the facility. So
we find out where the hum is coming from.
Yeah.
We got to find out. We don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. I'm just assuming it's something in like this factory. This is a factory. This machine in a factory.
Since he's been in here before, can he maybe like in where the larger machines are at, literally like pointing towards where they can go to go and hide in the shadow of equipment? If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
As they go and they start to make their way towards the wherever this might be. Do you want me to roll knowledge to point them in the right direction, or?
I'll say you're good for getting. You guys have moved in a little bit to where you've got a view, kind of the lay of the land, as it were. It's about the size. The full factory is about the size of a football field. However, but that's some of the extra buildings on the other side. The main facility that you guys are in, maybe about half the size of that, right? Okay. It's the largest building on the little property. However, you pretty quickly notice there are two two raiders on the top floor, two more on the bottom, and then you see a large metallic device that's slowly spinning on the top level, and there is a guy full Earth Empire garb, and he's got long gray hair, full armor, and he's got on his back those like very Chinese like the flags off his back with the Earth Empire thing. And he's just in full outfit. He's got his helmet on his side as he's so happy to be there right now.
I'm no detective, but I feel like that guy's business.
And we see the metal thing that's spinning?
Yes, it's in the middle of the floor, and that's what the humming's coming from.
As soon as you say that, you see Sebastian just kind of stop. Sure, Sherlock. Yeah, I think you're right. And as he looks up, okay, so we can eat, and he's just kind of watching. I don't know if we got what it takes to want to be able to take him on the other floor.
Just so you get kind of the idea of what the guy looks like. This is roughly what we're working with here.
Oh, fun!
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
So there's two guards up top, two guards down below, and
yes,
then
the other two are next to that guy.
Okay.
They're conversing with him, as it were.
How
so
big
there's
is this?
The two guys up top.
Sorry, what was that?
So the two guys up top are talking to the guy.
No, they're in the middle of the ground floor. The other two guys that are patrolling are on the scaffolding on the second floor, going around. So they're overlooking the area below them, but they're mostly looking out the windows to make sure no one's making their way in. Since you guys rolled well enough to get through the pipe, you're good to go. So they're not looking for you, at least not yet. So,
how big is that metal cylinder?
It's about 3 feet wide and about 7 feet tall. It's pretty big. And you can tell, as an earthbender, you can tell just by looking at it that it's made of platinum, which is the only element that you guys can't bend. Wow. Now, it doesn't mean it's unbendable by blunt force, but it does mean that you can't immediately...
And he conveys, I can't bend that. That's platinum. I'm not bound to agree to be able to move it.
Can you lightning bend?
So it's not impossible to do that. But it will just be hard for you to do it if you've never done it before.
Does it have a power source?
Yes, it does.
No lightning. No, I was gonna be like, can you just?
Where's the power source connected to? Do I see?
You can't tell. You just see there's a lot of big cords leading in and around the room. So
maybe we can go and turn it off or overload it.
Kind of cool.
I'm not sure. Shit. I'm not gonna fib on this one. He doesn't know fuck all about electricity.
Does it look like anything we've seen before?
It looks comparable to modern technology, but definitely, like, keep in mind, this is like 1950s-ish time frames, roughly, so you've probably never seen anything like this, quite like this before, but it's not like this is science fiction. What is this?
It's kind of almost like a Tesla coil made out of platinum.
Yes, yeah. It's this is a lot more understandable than the giant robot that you two saw.
Okay.
That you still are unaware of.
Which I haven't even seen, yeah.
Yeah.
We thought it was fake.
Yeah. That's not real. That's not real. It went back in the ocean.
Yeah.
We're both hallucinating.
Yeah.
We're both on drugs.
It's a mass hallucination. Shit.
Are there cords? Like, how do we see how far the cords go? Like, away from the thing?
You see that there's 4 leading in the 4 different sides of the factory.
Is there one close to us?
There is. You would have to get out of the way or get a little bit more into the light to get to it though.
Okay. I might be able to stealth 1 or 2 of them while you guys looking for the cords. If I get caught, I can go and have them run after me. But I think it's gonna have to be somebody that knows what they're doing. I don't.
I don't.
Shit.
Reading all of it, which is hilarious.
Is there anything I can roll, like, figure out?
Yeah, roll a d20 for me. Because you maybe, well, you didn't work in it yourself. You maybe know, since you're animal-based, you maybe know a little bit of communications through technology, people adjacent to you.
Let's hope my two in knowledge helps me with anything.
With that, give me a 10 or higher.
Your brain hurts, you get a headache.
As I see the nosebleed starting to happen, I stop for a second. I've been in the pipes underneath here. I've seen the foundation of this bitch. Can I bend the foundation that this thing is underneath and just have it fall into the sewers?
Just the device, you mean?
Just a device.
You could, however, that would take quite a bit more key than usual.
I had a feeling.
And it's not a 100% chance that you're going to get in the right spot, because you're having to guesswork here.
Yeah, no, that's 100% fair.
So we're just trying to destroy this. Clarify.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Can I just, like, stealth over and melt one of the cords?
Ooh.
You could definitely try. That being said,
If you expose
you
it.
if you get to the cord without being seen, you're gonna have to roll to melt it, and you will always succeed the melting. It's just whether or not you're able to make a flame that is quiet enough to not be detected.
Would
So-
temperature be that? Or what?
Yeah, you actually could use temperature. Temperature would be okay. So with temperature, you wouldn't be seen. However, you have to roll to make sure you actually melt it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I keep an eye if I want to see that anybody notices what she's doing to make a noise to go and have them dart?
Yeah.
Kind of like give advantage, like if it was D&D?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Yeah. So.
Alright, I have, nope, that's what I want. I have 3 in stealth.
Okay. So for that in mind, since they're not looking for you, you only need to give me a roll of 6 or higher on this one.
Wait,
I'm
this
just
one-
cheering you
This
on.
one just rolled me a 1.
I'm cheering you on from the sound.
So if she fails, you're gonna have to roll as a save.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
I have 10.
Oh, good. Perfect. Jesus.
You maybe you're spotting her because you're now in the light, Emiko, as you're moving through to get to this closest cord, and it's plugged in just straight into some sort of outlet in the floor, so it's built up, and you're about to turn around as the guy's looking, and you, Sebastian, you go, wait. And then as soon as that guy turns away, you go, give him the signal, and you move in. Are you going to try to flame or temperature it?
That's a heavy question. It's like,
Well, if it's full of wire, can I just like put water on it?
It's not exposed, no.
Okay, well, if she like.
If I expose it, can you
Yeah,
put water?
can I put water
You
on
could
it?
do that, yeah.
Do I still have
You'd
my
have-
axe?
Your axe melted as you were getting in here, so
remember after the end of the combat.
yeah. So as you were getting to maybe the way you got the lock off the grate is you smashed it, but it broke your axe. So
Any water around that I see?
you would have to roll to find some. That's the problem. Yeah.
Okay.
The sewer water.
Ugh, shit on that.
You don't have to roll anymore.
I will use temperature. I
Okay, so you can do that. You will not be spotted. However, if you fail, you're gonna have to roll again. You only get 2 chances. So because this is like a big beefy wire that they're cord, you're gonna need to give me a roll of what's your temperature again? I'm sorry. 2, 11 or higher.
Come on. You got it. Don't be afraid. You got it. Roll that fucking 20. Knock that 20 out. 18.
What'd you get? 4? Okay, you are heating it up. It's not quite enough, though. You did soften it a little bit as you're getting into the wiring, just a little bit. Some of the cover is being concealed. And you're giving her the signal that the guy is about to walk back over towards you. So you can either hide and have to do another stealth roll to get back to it, or you can try one more time, but if you fail, you will be seen.
She'll hide and then do another stealth roll.
Okay.
Sebastian you literally just see him do the whole like a dead man. Puts his arms up like this.
Yeah.
And the shadow just waits.
Okay. You get back out, you hide into a different spot, so you're a little bit closer towards them now, but you're still hidden. Go ahead and roll another one. This time just give me, since you're moving, you're closer to it, you just need to give me a 4 or higher.
You want to try one of mines?
I haven't tried this one yet.
Okay.
I got a 2.
So as you stand up, you... And then you hear the man with the flags. Gentlemen, I believe we have company here. As the 2 guys in the scaffolding come up and they see you down there, Emiko. I almost called you Malin.
I only had to get a 4, I got a 2. I'm so mad at you.
So what are your dying... I'm just kidding. No.
Oh no.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at my dice.
No, you're fine.
Just clarifying.
No, she's mad at you, Emery. Oh, she should.
Punches through the table. She's so strong!
So you 2 are still in the shadows. However, the 2 guards up top are seeing you, and the man comes walking up. He still got his helmet on his side. Just as I suspected. A little firebender, trying to do right by her country, I see. What do you think you're doing, ma'am?
She's frozen.
Girl, yeah.
She's frozen.
Sebastian is gonna slowly put his hands down. He's gonna have the onyx stone on his fist. He's gonna look towards you. Oh, this is not good. Is that coil pulsing with electricity or power or anything like that? Or just making a noise?
The coil is not making any noise, seemingly, but it is sitting there exposed, so...
He's got his back to me.
No, you guys are behind her, and she's facing them. So you guys are if you're looking at the factory, they're in the center, she's a little bit like halfway towards the east, and you guys are in the full east side.
I don't have this. I don't know if I can or not. But can I shoot one of my knuckles off like if it was like a fucking projectile?
You definitely could, yeah. You would get an advantage since they still don't see you. So, yeah.
Do you have anything in Terra or Rock?
I have in Terra 2 and Rock 1.
They would go with Rock because Terra's more big spots. But yeah.
So he's literally just gonna look towards you, and he's gonna wait. The moment that he sees that he goes for a weapon, he's gonna fire right into like the back of his neck, and what happens after that?
If he looked slightly to the left and focused on the darkness, he would see.
He's gonna see me.
So you would hit him in the face. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right.
So with that being said, though, I'm gonna hold the action until I see that he draws. Like if I see like actual weapons are being drawn, like it's gonna happen, and then I want him to see me. If the light can glitter off the onyx of the knuckle, and then do the whole. So when he does do the turn, maybe I catch him.
Am I standing right next to him?
You're standing about 6 feet off to the side. You're standing behind maybe a different crate or something like that.
Okay, cool. Do I have water in my hand? Do I have sewage water in my hand?
Yeah, I'll say you have sewage water in your hands, yeah.
Could I push, can I push him into the exposed wire?
So I don't know if I explained it well. So let me put it this way. If I'm over here, this is the sewer grate, and you guys are standing right here, and Miko is like past the wall, and then the other guys are like at the far end of my living room.
Okay.
Does that make any sense? So like he's not, the wire is right here.
You would have to pull him
Yeah, you
towards
have
it.
to pull him towards the exposed wire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I did expose wire.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
We wait.
Yeah, I might have to jump, and I might just pour water on the ground.
Yeah, he literally just goes and braces his shaky ass nicotine hands and just.
So Miko, what are you thinking or saying? Is there the other guys are starting? The guys at the top level are like standing immediately to your left and right above you.
Are they pulling any weapons on here?
They're just doing this, like they're ready to fire off Earth or rock at you.
She has never been in like actual combat. It's only ever been simulations, so she's frozen.
Okay.
She's scared, and she doesn't know what to do anymore.
Gotcha.
Everything's gone
Gotcha.
at the moment.
The other two guards start to slowly make their way towards you, the ones on the ground, and they're just standing like diagonally from you, about like 6 feet away. And this main guy, who you assume is probably the captain, Captain Ron, he just puts the helmet on, and he just says, "I take it you're surrendering then?"
She says nothing.
He looks at his friend, his guards. Maybe there's something wrong with her. Who knows? Well, you have about 10 seconds to surrender, or you will be killed.
How far away is he?
He's about. The other guys are about 6 feet away from you diagonally. He's about 15.
She tries to lightning Benny right now.
It's God's decision that I fight.
The radio's giving you a decision.
That's terrifying.
Oh my god.
I was just about to say she puts a fireball on the guy.
Wow.
Do you want to? You can do that for a free action because he's just kind of like, what's going on here?
Yeah, on the main guy, she throws a
I'm
fireball
sure
at
it's
him.
God's decision to fight.
That's awesome.
That was so perfect.
I see that we went from fuck around and now we are finding out. Let's go for it.
Oh.
Hopefully this is not a stupid one.
It can't be any worse than firing a fireball when you got other two guys like on the side.
That's
of you.
fair the fuck enough. But well, hey, I get where you're coming from though. Oh, I think we're all about to bite the big one because I'm already hurt. I think I'm the only one that's hurt right now, but I'm hurt.
Roll a d20 for me.
I have 2 in fireball.
Okay, so with that in mind, you're gonna need to just give me. You literally just need to give me a roll of 4 or more.
Roll that 20.
I go.
Is it 20? There you go. You just had to switch out the dice, man. There you go. Yes. No, you keep using it until the end.
Nice.
Mine is
You
fucking
hit him-
well.
You hit him right in the eye and he goes blind.
So roll me, because you got a 20 and the first hit, that's going to be 4d6 for your fireball.
Oh, fuck you. Just fucking D&D fireballed them.
15?
15, nice. Damn. Where do you want to hit this guy?
She was just aiming right at him.
Oh, is it like,
So you detonate on him? Like,
are
just
you
boom.
doing just like a double-handed
Yeah.
fire? Okay, yeah.
Double-handed fireball right at him.
He just goes like, oh, he gets launched back by it.
Since I was holding my action, right when she did that thing, can I do a thing?
Well, wait. So he gets launched back. What do you want to do?
I'm not gonna be able to run fast enough. You said that we were right by the sewer thingy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take up the crate, there's dirt all around, I'm gonna literally use that dirt to shoot myself like if it was like a speeder.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Right at them, fist in hand, and I'm just gonna fucking just start going on him. The moment that he gets shot back, as he's flying backwards, I want to catch him midair and just start pummeling his ass.
Okay, yeah. So you can do that. You'll need to give me. It's going to be more ki, so it'll be 6 ki to use. Because you're launching and attacking.
Yeah, that's fair.
How much key did I use?
That was 4, so you should be at 22, I believe.
Yes.
Oh boy, I have 14 left. Oh boy, it's like holy.
You just hit people with the grid.
Well, that's if you landed. If not, you'll be at 16 instead.
Okay.
So but that is still a high roll for that. That being said, you will get a really good attack. Give me a roll of what's your Terra at? That's what you're using for this one. If you would like to use that.
Terrace 2.
Okay. I apologize.
7.
So you launch yourself at him successfully. That's only 16 keys, what you're at now.
Yep.
You only use 16 keys. You launch yourself at him, and as he hits, he's like sliding on the ground as you're launching up, and you go to hit him, and he's like so mad, like he's like, oh, and he's like so fucking pissed that he immediately pulls up his gauntlets, which are metal, because he is a metal bender, as he starts to. And you maybe get a couple blows in on him, but his armor's so thick that it's just not really like doing.
So literally, as he's flying back, you see this old man skitter onto that, and it just, and in his mind, he sees it, and he knows he's gonna miss, but he goes with it anyways. So when this big motherfucker throws that up, and he just says, the old man will go and say, "Can't block them all," and he's just gonna kind of keep on going for it.
Nice.
But that's all he's got.
Kyle, I'll go ahead and let you go.
Cool, I guess.
After
The captain?
yes.
This guy's about to put the hurt on my old ass.
Yeah, he's kind of like. At first, you think he's looking like he's like overwhelmed, but then you can tell. You see as he pulls the gauntlets down, you just see a smile on his face.
Oh
Oh, but so he is going to. He pulls the gauntlets, the metal in his gauntlets, off his hands into 2 blades, and he goes to pull them right down across your throat. But he rolled a 2, so he's either going to miss or you're going to block. You can describe in whatever flavor you want.
So when I go and say that you can't, that you can't dodge them all, and he goes to go pull the blades and he smiles at me, I'll just literally go and jam the onyx into the blades and be like, I already had told you that. And he's gonna pull back with this. Hopefully, I can't hit him now, but he just looks at him and he holds the blades. It's just like, I thought you were worth 3 men. And it's just like, this guy's gonna kill me. It's like
Nice. Okay. Well, that in mind, Kaya, what is your move?
Cool, I'm still in the shadows, right? I'm just a coward.
Yes, you're still in the shadows, and you've got your sewer water.
Cool. I'm pretty sure I can't do this because it's really far. Like the captain's really far away, right?
He's pretty far, yeah.
Okay. Is there anyone closer to me or like?
Yes. So the other 2 guards are in front of Emiko.
Mm-hmm.
There's the 2 guards in between Emiko and Sebastian Futivo, and then there's the 2 up above.
Can I form it into a sphere? Because I used to like form it into spheres and like chuck it at like the fish.
You can. You'll have to go pick up your. Are you using the baton as well for that, or are you?
I would have to pick it up, right?
Yeah. So the baton will give you more damage if you throw that, but you'll have to go retrieve it again.
Okay. Is it? Can I sneak the water in to like the feet of like the guards and then just step in it and then like also connect it to the exposed wire?
Yeah, you can do that. That'll be another high roll because you're really having to move it around like very particularly.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Do it.
Who are you gonna go with? The one I'm assuming the guards on the ground next.
Yeah,
to
the guards
them?
on the ground.
Okay.
But it's not never because we're gonna. The moment the turn starts, the pain is about to get delivered real bad.
Which one are you going for? What do you target?
Just the one on the left, I guess.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
So what's your stats up?
I have water. I have 2 in water.
Okay. Give me a roll for that of you can have to 11.
11.
Oh,
Hey.
So that's gonna be minus another 4 key for you. It's gonna be at 22. And you can go ahead and roll. Since you got the exposed wiring, we'll say for this one, just 2d6. I had to think. I was like, they're not wearing metal, so it wouldn't double for them.
7.
7.
That's not bad. I think you get the first. Actually, no, you got the first damage in this fight.
On the dude.
And thankfully, you got a little bit of damage. I haven't hit
The guy
shit.
as he falls to the ground, he's not out, but you see like smoke coming off of him a little bit there. And roll me a d20, another one.
I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Is this for see if I'm still hidden?
Just roll.
Can I use my stealth and just throw it out?
Yeah.
15.
You do stay hidden. Yeah.
Yay.
Thankfully, you stay hidden.
Thank God, that was cool.
Yeah.
Somebody might actually walk out of this. All right. Oh, forgive me. Let me in.
No, you're.
I've had my fucking coffee cup just hanging there for the whole time.
I've had my cups in the way too. So the guy opposite of you,
Whoop.
Emiko, shit. He throws an attack on you.
Oh, I didn't like
Oh,
that.
you do? Okay.
God damn.
He hits up one of the, because like this old cobblestone tiles, he just throws one of the tiles as it flips into your side, and it knocks you off the ground, off your feet a little bit, for 5 damage. So you are at 30, I believe. Yes.
I wrote 35.
The one who just got up from getting hit is going to make a swing at you as well. Yeah.
My speed is 3.
He got a 12.
Aw.
And he hits you for another tile on your other side. Only 3. So you are currently at 27, yes.
Fuck, you're getting teamed on shit.
And the 2 guys above are both going to aim at you, Futivo.
Oh boy.
You feel like shrapnel of metal hitting your back a little bit for 5. So you should be at 27. Yes, 27.
Yeah, 27.
The other one's gonna aim at you as well. Yep.
Oh boy.
So he hits you for 2, but you have 2 durability. So you can flavor text either he misses, you maybe block something. What do you want to do with that?
So, I've got the swords in one hand. When I get hit with that second time, he keeps one eye on the general, and he's just gonna turn and put this hand out to go and catch another bit of shrapnel, and just sparks will fly off.
Yep.
And he just kind of closes that eye, but he doesn't let the other one close, and he just keeps on the general because he really wants to make sure that at least one of them gets the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And Miko, after you've been hit a few times, you're starting to stabilize. Maybe because of the adrenaline of the situation and just getting hit twice, your eyes are blurry. You're kind of figuring out what's going on, but you're back to consciousness now. It's your turn. What are you going to go for?
Oof.
So there are 2 guards near me.
Yes, the one on your left, it was the one that was hit by Kaio's water shark.
The other guy hasn't been hit.
Yes, the guy to the right has not been hit yet.
And you.
And the other 2 guards on the second floor are basically directly above those 2 guys. On the scaffolding.
I will fire with the guy who hasn't been hurt yet.
Okay, the guy on your right.
Yeah.
Give me a roll of...
I have max in pyromancy.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, just, you just gotta hit a 3 or more.
5.
5. Okay. You know what? If you would like to, since you got hit twice, you can add that max onto your damage instead. Because you said that's 3, right?
Huh?
Pyromancy is what you used, right?
Yeah, pyromancy's max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that so he had 3 speed, so that's 3 on pyromancy. So I was saying you could have either I don't use it for that, so you can just add 3 to your damage as well.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Sounds good.
So sorry, my bad. I don't know if that makes any sense. So roll roll 3d6 plus 3. Thank you. Sorry.
So 3d6 plus 3.
Yes. Apologies. It was way more confusing than it needed to be.
9. Hold on. I'm dumb.
What is it, 9 plus?
9 plus 6 plus 3, 18.
Nice. How do you want to hit the guy?
How do I?
How do you want to hit the guy with the whip?
I'm gonna try and hit him in the neck.
Neck? Okay. Are you trying to kill him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just burn the guy. It wraps around him and you hear him like screaming as the fire immediately starts to spread to his cloth and he just lights up and he falls at the ground. He's out.
Emmy doesn't feel too good. She wants to vomit.
Futivo, what is your action now?
Sparks just come off. He still has his blades here. And he's just gonna look towards the general. Alright. And he's gonna jump back. He's gonna put his hands up like old fisticuffs. And he's gonna start boxing this piece of shit. With his knuckles. Oh boy. I don't know what. I have hand to hand.
Perfect.
Yay!
I have 2 hand to hand.
Would you like to use that on your roll, your accuracy, or your damage?
I have 3 in accuracy.
You can use 1 per roll. Yeah,
okay, but doesn't.
So I'm saying you can use that towards your accuracy for this, or you can add it to your damage. So you can add +2 to anything. Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna actually add it to the roll because
Okay.
he's been touched. He needs to continue to be touched because he has not been hit.
Okay.
Cash his hands, motherfucker! Oh no! Oh no! The curse of the DM again. It's a 2.
Oh, okay.
You have how much was your hand to hand?
Plus 2 from hand to hand and 3 from accuracy.
I'll be nice. You used accuracy, and that leads you to 5. His speed is 5, so there you go.
Fuck. Okay. What do I roll for that? Since this is the very first time I actually get a chance to start hitting on something.
You know
with
what?
these.
Since you're using those, I'll say since you're just using those, roll a d6 for your knuckles. 3. So roll 2 for that attack, and then you add 3 to that.
4 or 7.
7, yeah. So as you're hitting this guy,
So
you want to describe that for me?
it's one of those things that he's gonna let as he literally puts his hands up, he's gonna let these knuckles slide down the sword to kind of get his body off kilt. And he's gonna keep on looking him in the eye, and he's just gonna go and laugh when he backhands him with the full side of it.
Nice.
He's just like, I thought that they made you tougher. And he's just gonna keep on moving his hands. 60 years on you, you piece of shit, and you still can't do anything about it. He really wants to keep his attention.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at him, you're everything that I hated about being a cop. And he just crunches a little bit. This man's gonna fucking kill me.
When you hit him, you hear something like as you punched him, and you just see like he turns back and there's like blood coming from one of his eyes now, and he just says, "You think I'm a cop?" And he's going to bring up the other blade and just try to go right for your gut. Yeah.
What was it?
Oh, it's an 8. It ain't good. Oh boy.
Oh no! Oh no! I don't like that face! How much smoke do you have?
What animals have 3 eyes?
3 eyes?
I don't think I've ever seen a 3 hand.
No.
But you know what?
He got 3 ones, so.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god! Wait!
So he just he goes to swing it, to shoot it right at you. You try to grab it, move out of the way. What are you trying to do?
When he hits me, right?
He's gonna do 1 damage to you.
Oh no.
So okay.
No. I'm gonna tell you how it is. He's gonna let him stab him, and as he does, he's gonna go and get like real close to him. Of course, you're not a cop. You hit like a thug, and he'll just he stays real close, kind of like a boxer's hug. You know, when they kind of grab each other, when they kind of start moving around.
Yeah.
That's what he'll do.
Okay. Nice. Kaio, it's your turn.
Yeah, I was gonna throw my spear at them, but they're like hugging.
Oh, the captain. Oh yeah, they're hugging.
Go for his ribs!
They're hugging it out.
Okay, can I try? If I were to throw my spear, do I have to like?
you go.
Yes, you would, because he's backish to you.
You go through Futivo.
You would have to get like a 19 or something.
Okay,
Not gonna
fine.
lie. Just being honest, but yeah.
The guy who I electrocuted, is there any water still around him, or did it all like evaporate?
It evaporated when it electrocuted. Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'm going to. I guess I'll chuck not my spear, but just like ice at him. You know, like how they do like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do that and shoot at him.
Okay. Yeah. You're gonna aim at the same guy you hit before, you said?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
take him out.
Yeah, go roll a d20 for me.
11.
11. Yeah, you get him. Roll 2d6 for me.
Every fucking hit counts.
7.
7. Nice. Where do you aim when you hit him?
Just like the general body. I'm just mostly trying to like just keep him down.
Nice. Yeah, you hit him and it hits him right in the chest, and he just falls to the ground as the ice melts.
Ooh, we got one down. All right.
2 down.
2 down. My bad. Yeah. 2 down.
2 down. 3 to go.
The guys up top are gonna aim for you now, Emiko, and you are seen now after this.
Oh.
So one of them, he's lining up his rock, and as you hit the guy, he's lining it up for the back of your head.
Oh, the back of my head.
Her head. So he hits you. You feel actually, you know what? It's not a rock. He aims a piece of metal that he pulls off the wall, and as he throws it, it slices right down your back. After your dual ability, it hits for 5, 8, 12 damage. So you are at 15 health right now.
God damn, that's a hard hit.
He got a 20, so sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. And the last guy is going to go for you. Mm-hmm. Oh, I am so sorry. You get 4 health back because I should have rolled. You're at 19. I should have rolled 3d6, not 4d6.
Oh.
My bad. That is my bad entirely. I will just add you back at least health. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Last guy is going to throw a rock at you, Kaio. And he is going to hit you for... He hits you right in the shoulder, and you feel something as he hits you.
I've never been in a battle before.
And it hits you. You're at 30 health right now as you're knocked back by that. Emiko, it's your turn again.
Is there any wood in this area, or is it all metal?
No, since it's like a Fire Nation area, they don't really build stuff out of wood, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
With my fire whip, can I pull one of the guys off the rafters?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Yeah.
Can I try to do that?
Yeah. You want to go for the guy on the left or right?
The guy who hit me.
Okay, that's the guy on the right. Yeah.
Okay.
Get him.
I'm using my pyromancy on the roll
Okay.
to attack.
Gotcha.
You got it. You rolling hot like fucking Las Vegas. No.
Attitude.
You used your pyromancy was at max?
Yeah.
He only hit 3, so he was confirmed. You just had to not get a 1.
All
For me to
right.
do that.
Thank
Yeah.
God. Okay, so it's 2d6.
That is correct.
8. Thank you.
8. Nice. You where do you wrap it around as you pull him?
Just his ankle, because I just want to pull him off. I don't really
Okay.
care where it hits.
That's -4 key, by the way, so you should be at 18, I believe. Is that correct? Okay.
Pretty sure.
And then... So you did 8 damage to him. He had 6 health left, and when you pulled him off, he fell and hit his head on a railing, and he's dead because he did an additional 6 damage. So he's dead now.
Nice.
At this point, Amy does vomit.
He does? Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was
He when he hits, he falls right in front of you. So you hear the crack.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Amy vomits.
Futivo, your turn.
When the grass he literally goes and does just like a boxer does. He puts his hand on his chest, pulls him back, measures with this hand to test the distance. He catches his eye like if he's gonna swing with this one, and he just goes in with the left to see if he can hook him.
Left hook. D20.
20!
Oh my god.
Fucking 20!
3d6 plus the 3.
Oh my god.
Oh, da, 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 da. Holy shit, that's 12 plus 4, 16, plus 3, 19.
Oh my god.
So,
Do you rock him, sock him, and just like...
it's one of those things that he literally just goes and he does a touch, and when he pulls back, hopefully your jaw's stronger than a thug's. And he just, with every fucking bit of weight in him, just goes for that jab.
The eye that was bleeding from your first punch is the one that goes in, and he notices just as it's too late.
Just, as he hits him, is this motherfucker still up?
He's still up, so you did 17 damage, so you can do a little bit more.
So when he goes like that and he goes to go look at him, he pulls back and he thinks about the kids in the apartment complex. And as he pulls back like that, like he wants to go hit him, but then he realizes he's got the stones from the mountain that cut into the building. He's gonna point it right towards his face, and he's gonna fucking have the whole thing explode in him if he can.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like
you can.
much key as I have to spend.
Yeah, no. So I was gonna say you can do that. That's part of your move.
Okay, cool.
You were at 16, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you're at 12 now after that attack.
Okay.
And
And just
he's
fucking
gonna slide
glitter.
back. Yeah. Slide back on the ground. He takes a minute. At first you're like not sure if he's gonna get up, and then he takes off one of the flags on his back. And he's gonna point it at you, and he starts sprinting at speeds faster than you thought he could run at you.
Oh no!
What are you getting?
20 for 20, baby.
Oh my gosh.
Please do not. Please.
I'm here for it. No, man, I think that would be a great story. Does Futivo bite the dust?
You are very lucky that you have durability because he hits you for 10. So he runs you right through.
I don't even know what I'm at now. I think
You're at 2 health.
Oh my god.
He runs me through, right?
Yep.
It just he goes, he holds it, and because now that this hand's exploded, he still has the onyx on his hand. He holds it to the point to save him those last two, that he doesn't go all the way through with the fucking flag. He just kind of holds it and just looks at him, and he just stares at him, just eye to eye, and he doesn't say a word on that one.
And he realizes too, like some of that shrapnel that you blew up is in his face. And as he looks at you, he realizes, because he didn't make the connection just yet that you're an earthbender, and he just goes, "Fucking traitor."
Oh my gosh.
Worse. Just like
Kaio.
Are they still like close? I was really
Yes,
hoping.
they are so close. There's one more raider on the other side from what Emiko killed.
oh, you fucking
I
hurt.
think I'm just gonna help my boy out.
Okay. How would you like to do that?
If I were to still throw the spear, is it still like a thing where I have to roll really high?
He's still back to you. And, yeah. So.
Can I just make a shank out of my pawn and just come up to the...
You wanna go you still wanna go for Captain Rand?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can totally do that, yeah.
Yeah, so I just make a shank out of the blood.
Okay. That's
Vomit.
free. That's free, so that's 4 key.
Oh.
So you're at 22.
The infection.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Like shank, because he's focused on him, right?
Yeah, I'll give you a lower roll for that. Just give me a 3 or higher.
Okay.
Get that 20. 3 20s in a row would be awesome.
10. Well, you get him, and with your spear. What was the plus on that?
I think it was like...
Actually, it's a new weapon, so roll again. Roll 1d6.
6.
6, perfect.
Ooh.
Okay.
Whoa.
2d6
Ooh.
plus 6. 4
plus 6.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's 10.
Where do you stab him at?
I'm going for the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you maybe you don't quite hit the neck, but you like pull down, and you just barely see there's a little spot at the top where his armor goes, and you try to go for the spine, and then you hit right in the shoulder instead as he and he drops. The flag is still in you, and he's let go as he's pulling back. Now that you've revealed yourself, though, that last raider is going to go for you. He's going to hit you for... what's your durability at? 4. So that's... He hits you in the top of your back for... Why am I fucking... Yeah, 5. So you're at 25. He hits you in the back for that. Emiko, it's your turn. There's Rand, who is... Yeah, there's Rand between these two, and then there's the last guy behind you and above.
I trust these guys to deal with Rand. So I'll just try to do the same move. Fire whip, pull him down, and just get him off the rapper so he's closer.
How are you feeling right now as you're getting up from throwing up?
She's shaky. She doesn't feel good, but right now the adrenaline's going too high that she can't think.
Yeah, it's almost like you threw up and you're like, that's over. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
that's over.
Okay.
Time to move on.
Give me a roll of just... or do you want to use your pyromancy, add it to the damage, or do you want to just have a confirmed hit?
I just want to have it confirmed.
Okay, that's going to be... yeah, we said 3d6 for bending, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then yeah, roll 3d6 for me then.
Oh.
Or you can still roll, actually, because if you get... Well, fuck it. Yeah, roll. If you get a 20, then it's extra damage.
I got a 30.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so just 3d6 then.
I got a spells. Goes first the dice.
Yeah, exactly.
8, 9.
9, okay. And then I will roll for his... You're pulling him off again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want him to be on the ground.
Okay. He hits the ground and he is not dead, as he's gonna start to get up. And you are at -4, so you're at 14 key, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
Sebastian Futivo, as you are standing there, blood loss is crazy. Your vision is blurry.
Shit.
What is
I still got this thing like in me, right?
Yes, Rand is also not looking very good either, though, as he's sitting there. He's actually using the other flag to like help him stand a little bit, though.
He goes, picks up the onyx, breaks the banner, and he sees if he can stab him in the chest with it.
Okay. Roll me. What are you using for that?
Hand to hand.
Hand to hand? What's your hand to hand at again?
2.
2? You gotta give me a roll of 3 or higher on this. You go to throw it, and he just punches, not you, but the weapon in half.
Oof.
As the splinters fly everywhere.
Yeah, he just...
He's gonna roll...
We've been beating the dog shit out of each other, so I'm alright with it.
I did just stand.
So... I'll just be safe.
Go for it, go for it.
Yeah, so he is going to use the flag and he's going to slice you from your right here from your hip up. So here's how this game works.
Okay.
Actually, what song? What type of song vibe are you feeling for potential death right here?
Bye, bye, bye. And sing.
You know, he's thinking of a bar, like something maybe even like a bossa nova if you got it.
Oh, Boston. I got something similar on the
Sure.
playlist here. Give me. How you feeling about something like this? No.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
you
that
like
works.
Okay. What are you thinking about right now?
When he sees that the weapon's blown up, he takes a second, and he knows. Like he knows.
Okay.
And when he sees it coming, all he gonna think about was, you know, this ain't a bad way to go.
You have 3 options here.
Mm.
So, this is actually not this is not the end of the session, despite how long it's been going. So, you can either fall unconscious, and you will start whatever next potential issues you guys have going on at pretty low health. You will heal 1d6, and that's it. You will pass out for the rest of this, so, if they get bad rolls, they might be gone.
Sure.
You can stand, and you will do double damage on every roll you do until the combat ends, and then you will get out fine, but if you get hit even once, you're dead. Or you can say, I'm dying, I want to do 1 mega hit on this guy, and I will die from it.
I think Sebastian is tired. So, as he's cut, and they're standing in front of each other, with this loose hand and this one kind of slack because he's bleeding so much, he's gonna take out that one last cigarette. He's gonna put it in his mouth, and he's just gonna hold up the one hand that he has with the onyx still left. And I would like to do 1 max hit.
Okay.
I've never seen this before.
With this, you get a confirmed hit. You're going to roll 5d6 on this.
Oh my gosh!
And
what are you thinking about as you're raising this up? Like each second that you're pulling this thing up.
he thinks about the old woman that he saved, the kid. He hopes that they make it. He's thinking about the 2 kids that came in with him. And he thinks about one day, maybe, just maybe, he never gets to reach the 3rd time he die because he never gets forgotten. And he fires. God damn!
Oh my god!
So that's 15, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Where are you aiming?
As he goes up, he goes right up to his smug fucking face, and as he's about to go bleed out, sucks to be you. And he just
The guy's head just and it goes out through the back of his metal helmet as his head is gone.
And you see Sebastian just kind of hold it there for a second as his hands are shaking. He takes that 1 hit.
Oh
And
my gosh.
falls to the side.
Sebastian!
Fuck. What it was, old man went out hard. Gotta give him credit.
He definitely did.
Damn.
20 damage?
Yeah, that went alright.
Dude had 5 left. Like, you marked him up, man.
Oh, shit.
That was great.
That was alright, though. That was alright.
That was pretty damn sick.
But you guys do see him. But he dies with a smile on his face. Just.
Everybody loved him.
Pretty much. And as he just kind of lands there, you just see the cigarette like just slowly. But he dies with a big smile on his face.
Nice.
Oh, that fucker.
You see the one guy left in there. As you see Sebastian, this friend that you just made, pass. What do you want to do to this last raider?
I guess I just stab him again and I just push him to the ground and start
Going crazy? Okay. What do you...
I still have my shank on.
Yeah, I meant like what... Go ahead, just roll me.
7.
7, yeah, you get him. Roll 2d6 plus...
6.
Yeah.
What is that? 6 plus 6 plus 6.
18.
Oh my gosh!
Holy shit.
How do you want to kill this guy?
I just kept going.
You're just going away?
Sebastian, you fueled our...
I was gonna go ahead and say, it's like, you guys walked in here without fighting, you guys walk out of here certified. The legends turned red after this one, baby.
He's probably just sick and tired of all that's going on right now. He's like, why?
He's freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with that, you guys you have defeated all the guards in the factory. Sebastian, are you dead, or do you have any last words to share with them? Totally up to you.
If they make it up to me.
I think they do, yeah. I think they do. You two get over to him.
You see that he's kind of just then he's looking like if he's trying to make it for the cigarette that fell out of his mouth.
Ivy will give it to him.
Thanks, kid. Light it for me.
Oh.
He looks around. He sees the platinum turret still. Take that out. Leave me here. Get the box. Make it to people that need you. Do me a salad. He goes, he takes one last sip. If anybody asks us, let them know it was Futivo. And he closes his eyes as the cigarette just...
Perfect. Nice. Well, you guys, after a few minutes, you do manage to take out the other cords. After taking them all out, the machine, and now the Fire Nation is able to properly communicate with each other, coordinate a way to have a fight back against them, against the Earth Empire. That being said, we've nice. Okay. Well, with that in mind, you guys, like I said, were able to take down the what is it called? The jammer, the jamming device. And you guys, I'll say, as they're beginning to start get some of these forces prepared to fight back against the Earth Empire, you guys make your way to what was Sebastian's old home, on top of the apartment complex, and you find all of this stuff everywhere. And I'll say you guys can maybe just use this as a little time to chill for like maybe an hour or so. You don't even necessarily plan to do it. You just kind of are like, I need to sit down for a minute and kind of let in what all happened just now. So with that in mind, if you guys want to roll, both of you roll a d20, and depending on what you roll, you can...
We no longer have that thing. We need one of those.
Oh yeah, we forgot. Yeah, we need one of those too, don't we?
I'll buy one.
9.
Okay.
Got a 20.
Nice. Okay.
Gotcha.
So you get to roll 1d6 to heal. You get to roll 3.
Which, I mean, that's actually better.
Yeah, that is good.
I got a 5.
I rolled 3d6 and I got 1, 2, 3.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But you got 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3.
You got 6?
I got 6 total.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? You're at 25 and he's at 30. It's not that bad.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty good.
And both of you roll 1d6 for your key.
I got 6.
6!
Oh, no,
my
that's
God!
6! Oh, you're dying.
You're so dying.
Nice.
Oh my God, I'm back at 20.
So the Earth Empire are beginning, like I said, they almost made their march up there just as they're starting to get word back from everybody. And the Fire Nation, what's left of the Fire Nation military and barracks and the police force, and even some of the civilians that Futivo was saving are starting to make their way up there to fight back the Earth Empire. However, you having a different radio, you actually hear what sounds like your sergeant calling you as she tells you, Emiko, listen. And she starts to speak to you. There's someone, they're trying to attack the Fire Lord's castle. He's underground in the bunkers, but if they find their way in there, there's no way they'll escape. You need to save them, please. The mayor of Caldera is there as well. Sorry, the senator. The senator of Caldera is there as well. Go there and stop this attacker. Please. And, what are you thinking right now as she's saying all this?
She's like, oh God, I don't want to. She's like, that hurts. That was not fun. Why does anybody sign up for this, like, voluntarily?
Does she say anything to... Do you say anything to your sergeant?
You're just like, Kimiko's dead. she died.
Yeah, because no. She's just like, do I have to?
She says, of course you don't. And let me see how the song gets so big at the end. Because the opening is so good. Of course you don't. And she's talking to you, and you can hear that she's having labored breathing right now. As she's talking. And she says, Emiko, if you wanted to, you could go back to your island and probably not notice much of a change. And that's fine. You just hear her say, I'm sorry for how I treated you. And then the radio cuts out.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm still thinking about my boys, wherever they're at.
Do you want to help me save the mayor and the Fire Lord?
I'm already out here. I guess at first he has a hesitant no.
Yeah.
Obviously. But I think he thinks of your boy Sebastian. He was like, Sebastian.
You say Futivo, that was his name.
Okay. But he thinks about him. He's like, he was a hero, and I think he would want to save as many people as he possibly could.
Okay.
So, yes. Also, I'm also kind of looking at what he had. It's not a clean apartment.
No, it's not very clean at all.
Okay, cool. Nice. Do I notice anything, like pictures or anything?
Did we get the box?
Yeah, did we get the box?
Let me see.
Can we go through his stuff? You find a gun.
Oh my
the
God.
only other gun.
Did he tell you what it was?
It was a gun.
It was a gun.
You,
You find a Glock or
you find, the box. It seems like he just forgot to put anything in the box. There's nothing in there, but you do find a photo of what looks like his daughter, and it just says "My lovely Susan." And you know that there's he's got an old rotary phone. You could call her if you wanted to, but you know.
She was going out.
We'll call her.
Oh, what if we do this? I don't know if this is healthy for your bird, but what if we like send the bird and then put a letter and be like, your father was a great man, with the picture attached to its little foot.
Do we know where Susan is?
I don't know how that works in the bird's world.
You know what? It's a military trained bird. I'm sure you find some clues to find where she is, whether it's somewhere else in Caldera or whether it's on a different island. Maybe it's back in the Earth Kingdom, Earth Empire. Yeah, because I don't know if he said it. He's an immigrant here, so.
Okay, if it's in the Earth Empire, she's not sending her bird. That's too far.
Okay.
But if Susan's around here, she'll send her bird with the picture. I'd be like, sorry for your loss. He was pretty chill.
Yeah, and then whatever he said.
Yeah. And then his final words.
That shit. Yeah. Maybe if she is here, she's safe somewhere in one of the underground bunkers or at a hiding area. But yeah. So I'm trying to work with what he sent me. I'm like, I don't understand 100% what he means, but it's fine. Cool. Well, you two, do you go and do anything before you make your way towards the castle?
Anything you need to do?
No. I'm gonna. She doesn't have anything in hand, but she'll get her military issue knife, or just a knife somewhere. Because what if she runs out of key, needs to stab someone?
Nice. Does Sebastian have any weapons in his?
Oh yeah.
I'm not actually sure. I would assume he does, probably. But I'll say that maybe one of the guys in the at the factory had one that you nabbed on the way out.
That's good.
Do I find any brass knuckles he had already formed?
No. He makes them when I think the way he described it sounded like he made them when he
wakes up in the morning.
Yeah. First thing I do, make my new brass knuckles. Okay. Then I go out and cause problems on purpose.
Only there was an airbending boy who also uses brass knuckles.
would have been good friends.
They would have been great.
They would have been good friends. Do you guys take the motorcycle or do you take the tuk-tuk?
I guess we take them on.
I think we should take the tuk-tuk, because, like, what if the mayor or the fire lord are injured?
Okay.
Okay.
We gotta
I'll
drive
take the
them.
tuk-tuk.
It's a little less epic, but
That's fine. That's fine though. Sometimes you don't need to be. Being epic's a little overrated sometimes.
yeah.
Honestly. So I had a whole extra thing planned for this, but we'll kind of speed it all on because I feel like that's a little better for now. So yeah, you guys see as you look back though, tons of Caldera police, tons of civilians even that are fighting back against these Earth Empire troops. And since their Earth Empire guys having to move uphill, they're actually having a hard time getting past the surplus of just everyday people fighting to save their city. And
Emiko feels a little inspired by that.
That's yeah.
Because she relates more with them than her military people.
I think he's just looking out, like, just in case I see my boys.
Yeah. You see, there is a few Fire Nation guards that are trying to defend against what looks like a single mech that somehow made its way through. You have no idea how it got here. And this mech is sitting there, and it's got water cannons on its side that it's blasting like a fire hose at these people. And there's these two firebenders that are building together this giant fireball above them. And just as they launch it, it hits them with this hose, right? It's so powerful that it knocks one of them clean off the top of the tower or the wall that he's on, and it hits the other guy. And it just you can actually do that with some water streams.
Yeah.
But the fireball still hits it.
Oh, nice.
And this thing begins to break down. It breaks open. However,
Boss music.
you two look over as this thing is frying and there's something like crawling out of it.
Oh,
You look up and you see, you guys don't recognize him, but you see a figure in a cloak. It's the guy from earlier that Futivo was following in the bathroom. As he begins to do a form of waterbending. Can you both roll a d20 for me?
Sure. 9. Oh, God.
So maybe because you've got eyes of a hawk,
Apparently.
Emiko, you see something reflecting off in the distance, off of this guy, and you see that he has some sort of strange green crystal embedded into his arm as he's bending. And out from this mech unit comes... Keep in mind, by the way, you're close to the water, the big lake that they call the Queen and her daughters. There's just multiple lakes. And the biggest one is the Queen. The mech, as it's moving, it starts to fall into the lake. Before it comes out, you've maybe seen something like this before in legends and some of the tall tales that fishermen tell. This is a giant octopus spirit coming out of the water.
Oh, well, this is great.
Yay!
And the guy begins to bend, as I said. And he doesn't see you guys yet, so you have time to strategize, discuss.
Did we take this out? I don't know. I've never seen that before.
So you got a 20. You can tell this guy on top of that wall, way above you, is somehow controlling this thing.
Okay.
So
Okay. How do we? Can we just? We're gonna have to climb this wall, or?
Yeah, does it mean know how to get up there?
So
See, like, the schematics of the city?
you do actually, yeah. You definitely could do that. The only problem is that you know that you will be seen if you make your way up there.
Okay.
So
Is it very high up?
it's about like 50 feet up in the air.
Oh,
So-
it's a lot higher than I thought. it
It's
was.
meant to be to defend the castle, which by the way is still burning as we speak.
Well, maybe if we could like torture this guy enough, we can tell him to put out the fire.
I guess we could try.
And a couple of the other Fire Nation, like I said, like cops, military people who are still there, and sometimes just other civilians, are trying to fire at this giant octopus thing, and they're having trouble actually, taking it down or doing any real damage to it.
Can we like yell at him, hit that guy?
You can. You will be seen though. If that makes any sense, because you guys are the closest ones. These guys are on the opposite end of the lake, and you guys are the only ones on the other side.
We're the only ones on the same side.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, never mind. Just over a radio channel, Emmy is just gonna be like, there's this is Specialist Emmy. There's a guy on top of the. She says it better than me. There's a guy on top of the tower who's controlling the octopus that needs to be taken down. And then she says that gets the call out there to see if anybody can even come. And then be like, I guess we gotta hit the guy.
Yeah, you...
She just wants people to know.
Roll a d20 for me. Because keep in mind, all the channels are really busy right now, so...
You still have the golden one over here.
She gotta save that for like a death saving roll, though.
I got a 7.
7? You don't get a response, so...
Well, she just is like, okay, it's out there, people know.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta somehow hit this guy.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
You sure you can't let me then? You don't want to give it a try?
I can try, I don't think it'll do anything.
Oh, like what if I hold him down with water and then that gives you enough time to like hit him?
I think he meant the guy.
The guy.
The guy?
Yeah.
Still, I've never lightning did before.
Oh, I guess that is really hard to do, huh?
I mean, I can try.
No, we shouldn't try this now.
You try it later. Okay, he's 50 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any, like, buildings we could get on top of where he wouldn't see us, where we're a little closer?
You would have an easier time getting him. However, you would also be more in the open for either him or the octopus to strike.
Okay.
This guy looks like Ultros, by the way.
What?
This guy looks like Ultros, by the way.
That's the other guy.
Oh, never mind.
I was like, this guy looks like an alien.
This guy.
Oh, okay.
This guy's probably in 14, I imagine.
Oh, he is a 14.
Okay, I knew it, yeah.
He's a pervy octopus.
Yep.
He's a pervy octopus.
That's
I mean,
what
if I'm close to the lake, can I just make spears?
I'm so scared. It said stop recording. I thought it said start recording. I was like, Jesus Christ, no, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Because I am trained to like throw spears into water really hard, so I'm pretty sure I can probably hit them.
Okay.
But I can hit them from down here if you want to sneak your way up
That sounds good.
that way.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys
He
want to
hits
do
him
that?
from the ground, I'll sneak up.
Okay.
A little higher. Easier to hit him.
Gotcha. And as you're doing that, you're seeing there's a couple of Fire Nation cops who are firing fireballs from behind a car. They both go to hide behind it as the octopus just hits the car and it just explodes. If its tentacle didn't crush them, the explosion killed them.
Okay.
As you're seeing that, so I need you, as you're seeing that, as you're sneaking by, roll a d20 not for the octopus but for the guy up there to see you.
With my Evan stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Just 3, right? Yeah. I got a 3.
Gotcha.
He's so salty. That's okay. She's not great still.
I'm okay. I'm really average at a lot of things except persuading. We haven't persuaded anybody.
We haven't needed to.
Okay. Yeah, he does see you, so he's going to try to make a shot at you. Yeah. So, he's going to pull some of the water from the lake that's to your right. And he's going to fire. So he actually only got a 4, and your durability is 4. How do you want to describe either blocking, deflecting, dodging, whatever that?
Gets down.
You get down? Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't do anything cool. She just gets down.
Gotcha, yeah. He tries to, like, almost hit it like it's like a stabbing thing, and it just misses you. Kaio, would you like to do something?
I'm gonna do my spear stuff, so I'm just gonna like straight spear.
You're gonna make a spear, or you're gonna use your baton spear?
I'm just gonna make a spear.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep throwing them at him for more.
Okay. That's gonna take another 4 keys, so you'll be at 24. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. And now, so since he's far and up from you, you're gonna need to get me a roll of 16 or higher on this.
Okay. Can I use my accuracy?
No, that's with all of your stuff.
Oh, even with accuracy?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's your accuracy at? 15. 2. He.
It's like so far up. I'm like, ugh.
Now that Daniel's gone, no more cool rolls.
He did not see you though.
That's how lame
and,
I
like-
was. He was like, did you see something? I don't know.
Emiko, your turn. Do you want to try to land an attack, or are you going to keep trying to make your way up to him? You're about halfway to the wall. What you need to do is you're going to have to get behind it and then ascend some stairs further away from him.
So he's still 50 feet up. I'll keep going up.
Okay. Gotcha. We're going to roll against each other and see if he is able to get you, because he's going to focus on you while he's going to let the octopus attack.
I have 6.
You get a 12. So, here, let me do one thing. Okay. He is going to pull the attention of the octopus towards you. And so he saw you. I'm going to roll again to see if the octopus hits you. So the octopus has a half on anything that he rolls for accuracy, since he's so large. However, he's going to do 4d6 if he hits you. So, let's see. He got half from a 6, and you have 3 speed. So he, right behind you as it almost crushes you entirely. What's going through your head as you keep moving up towards that tower?
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap.
Yeah.
Why am I doing this? I should just run.
Kaio, what's your move?
I mean, do I see anything I can do they have any bow and arrows down here that I can maybe shoot? So I don't have to use my
No, they don't. They wouldn't have anything like that
It's
here.
the Fire Nation. These
Sorry.
fireballs. Anything else I can think of? Can't really freeze this thing. It's too big, right?
I mean, you possibly could, but it would be very difficult.
Okay. Yeah. I'm guessing there's no waterbenders around me either, right?
No, you're pretty. I mean, there's probably one other waterbender here, but whether or not they're still alive, who fucking knows?
I guess I'll go for the impossible. I'll try to freeze the monster.
Okay. So it's trying to move a little bit out of the water to get Emiko. So you can do one of two things. You can either try and freeze it and just do a little damage to it, or if you want, you could do no damage, and then if you have to give me a total of 25 over the next few rolls to freeze it.
Okay.
So you get a fucking 20 on this roll, and then get a 5 on the next one, and you'd be good. You know?
Okay.
So if you want to do that, or if you want to,
I'm gonna do what you said, but the total 25.
okay.
I really hope I get a really high number this first one. Can I use my ice to give me? I have ice of 3.
Yeah, give me a roll. Yeah, just let that do it.
18 plus 3.
Nice.
21, yeah.
You just need.
I'm like,
You-
my nose is bleeding so hard.
That's gonna be minus 8 key on you.
Valid.
So you're at 16? You, as half of its limbs, as it's doing that, and it's trying to break free from that, but it's not. It's still able to kind of move a little bit.
Okay.
Where did guys going to go? The hooded guy is bending as he goes to, as he's getting maybe he's getting his own thing of ice ready from the lake, and he's gonna rain it down on you. And something happens where neither of you can see anything, but something whizzes past him as he and yeah. Something whizzes past him and it cuts his stomach, and he's bleeding pretty badly.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he got a 1. So.
Oh, okay.
That being said, the octopus is gonna go for you because it saw that you were freezing it.
I don't know what it got.
That could be. It's really bad. It's really bad.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So it horizontally throws one of its few unfreeze tentacles directly at the building that you're standing on.
Oh my gosh.
And you just fall in. You take 14 damage after your thing for
After my durability.
yeah. He did 18 damage to you. As you fall, and you're maybe covered in rubble a little bit as you. What are you thinking as it's coming at you?
I'm like, ah!
Yeah.
I don't think there's. He's not like, oh my god, this thing is huge. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm still like, I guess when I open my eyes, I'm like, I didn't die.
Yeah.
I'm sure like I'm really hurt, but I'm like.
You're just kind of overwhelmed by the fact that you're still living. Emiko, you're making your way up to the top. Roll me a d20.
What the heck?
Yeah.
20.
Oh, nice.
You get up to the top, and this guy is feeling his side. You see his hand is like covered in blood as he's going to continue to bend the octopus. And he sees you, and he's trying to pull its attention towards you, but you get a free move on him right now, basically.
Also, I knocked a Lego off.
Oh, it's fine. It's easily fixable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do my best move, Fire Wind.
Perfect.
And I want to try to hit him where he's already bleeding. If
Nice.
possible.
Okay, yeah.
11.
Yep, nice. You got him. I'll be nice, since you would have hit him anyways. You can add your 3 on that to the attack. So roll 3d6 plus 3.
8 plus 3 is 11.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you hit the guy, and he just immediately... And as he hits the ground, and he completely is just like puts his hands up as he's given up. And the thing that whizzed by him earlier, as the octopus is about to, it's still kind of under his control a little bit, as it's about to go down and hit you again, you cuts its tentacle off. Couldn't tell what it was, as then your KO grabs you.
Oh,
Kaio! Are you okay?
Oh my gosh! Where you been?
Come on! As he picks you up. And he fucking had thrown one of his hunting axes right at the thing.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Oh my
he caught it
God.
clean. He was the one that he saw you from behind in the distance.
Oh, okay.
But over all the chaos and y'all's focus, you couldn't even see him as he was trying to help you guys out.
What a
So
bro.
What a bro!
yeah.
I'm so glad to see you.
Yeah, really.
If Imikar doesn't get like R&R after this, she's gonna be so mad.
For real. Emiko, you have defeated this guy. As you see him, he's bleeding out from the side. He's like sitting on his knees, and you can't help but when he looks up at you, but like think he's not. But like this guy is like the type and the age. This guy could have been like your brother for all you know. Like
Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
Any one of them, honestly. As this guy, he's like, you don't even know if he's 18. And roll me a d20 really quick. 5. You can just tell there's something wrong with him. You don't know what though. As he's like bleeding out right now, and you see like the crystal thing in his hand. As it starts to, the green, the glowing off of it goes away. As the octopus like, and it like recedes into the water, and the water is just still. The spirit left. So, what are you doing right now? As this guy is sitting there in front of you?
He's still alive,
He's still alive.
but like dying.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
She's kind of just in adrenaline mode right now, so she's gonna run up to him, grab him by his shirt, and be like, "Are there any more of you?"
No.
Who are you?
Under the Great Uniter, we have no names.
Who is your group then?
Roll a d20 again. Do you have any persuasion or anything like that?
Yes.
Organization 7.
Organization?
She does not have a lot, but she has one.
Okay, give me an 8 or higher then.
14.
Nice.
Daily.
What the fuck? I thought they had the hands.
I am Tunak. I am the and you can see he's like having to. He's like, maybe it's just because he's dying. He's having to. It's almost like he's fighting to get the words out. My master is Mengao. Master Mengao Le. And I was the first of his new weapon. He says as he's like showing. He's not really like putting his arm up, but he's kind of turning back the arm with all the crystals in it to you.
Sorry.
Good.
And that's all he says.
Yeah, after you asked him that, yeah.
Wait, I can't say that. I'm not Maylin. That would be a Maylin thing to say.
What were you thinking to ask?
Like, she was just gonna be like, I hope you find solace in death, but that's very Maylin thing to say.
Fair.
She'll just be like, remember all the people you've killed in this, and she kills him.
And you go to kill him? Okay. How do you kill him?
She just, the knife she found, she just kind of like...
Yeah, where though? I mean, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, where?
Yeah, where you said.
Just like the throat.
As he's doing that, he goes, his eyes, you notice, undilate, and he goes, I killed people? And then he's dead. Yeah.
Brainwash.
That's interesting. I like that you're going through a very traumatic thing, and I'm just having to burrow off with my guy. We're like,
Well, you also did stab a guy violently to death, to be fair.
Very traumatic for these kids.
Yeah.
I guess they're not kids, they're...
They're 20 years old.
Yeah.
20's the new 18.
I know.
And 30's the new 20, apparently.
Wait, they're just in... Oh. I thought you got it reversed. I'm like, I'm old? I am.
Nice. So I guess, do we just meet back up?
Yeah, you both meet back up.
She's like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, no, Emiko will make her way back down. She wants to make sure you're not dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
This time, Ren lands on your shoulder, and he does nuzzle up against you.
Aw,
Because he can tell that you've been through a lot.
She hugs him.
Oh, okay. Good. Well, Emiko, Kaio, you both meet back up. What are you guys saying right now?
I found my boy, Kyo.
It's good.
It's Kyo, right?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Nice, yeah. He's and then I just kind of been like, what happened with you? Like, what happened with in town? Did you just like, what happened?
I got here. I went to a weapons shop. He says after he collects the axe that he threw, and I thought, man, this is the best day ever. They have water tribe axes. I guess I'm so glad I came here and got it though.
Okay, nice.
Damn.
Have you been just fighting off the Earth Empire then?
I've just been hiding, man. I guess I am now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're on our way to stop something in the Fire Lord's Tower, or whatever it's called.
That was it.
Oh, that was it. Oh, okay. Oh, that was it. I thought it was like a side thing.
That's why she asked if there were more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Nope, that's it.
Never mind. We already did that. I was confused.
Oh yeah, Emiko is like, this is specialist Emiko. Target neutralized.
Nice. Sick. Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
Also, this is my good friend Emiko. She likes birds.
And he goes like, hey.
Right?
Yeah. He just goes like,
I don't think that's
I completely misread the situation.
We're very traumatized.
Oh, good. Okay. I mean, wait, no, you know what I mean.
We killed people.
Yeah.
You know,
I've killed fish before, so I do know how it feels a little bit.
Nice. All right. Should we try to find those people in the basement? I guess.
I don't want us to get like sniped if we go try and find them.
No, you guys are good. You after a little bit of time, you the other guys who were fighting the octopus kind of regroup and they say thank you to you two for helping neutralize the threat as they make their way into the facility and they go to defend it. And they actually managed to close the gate that Tunok had managed to get inside of, to get up there and control the octopus with.
They locked us out. Or the other side.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even though they have the communications back, everything's so scattered that they're just, whoever says an order, they just listen to. So you two have basically, it's kind of the end. You guys can do, where do you want your characters to go and do? They're still fighting people at the front gates. There's the Fire Lords down below. You could fucking hide or leave. It's literally up to y'all.
So the Fire Lords down below?
Do you want to go talk to the Fire Lord?
I never met royalty.
Or Fire Lord, not Fire Lords.
I never met royalty before. You know, why not? Oh, plus, don't we have like information to show you?
Oh, yeah. I guess we should tell them about Tunok, the new weapon.
And then the...
Miji, what was his name?
Oh, Men?
I spelled it
It's
so
raining,
wrong.
man.
It's okay, Men.
M-E-N.
Second name Gou.
G-O-U.
And then Le is the last name.
L-E. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, green crystals. I gotta write that down.
Yes. Is it safe to assume that the raiders, or what? There was a lot of raiders, right?
The Raiders.
Oh, I never said it. Those were. Damn, I should have had. So he was so focused on the other guy. Ran and the Raiders are the people who worked with Kuvira when she was first building the Earth Empire. So they were going around the other areas, bringing them together. And they were, when she was in Zaofu, Zaofu was made up, its military police presence was just all the best mercenaries in the world. And because there had been no war at all, when Kuvira was like, hey, I'm going to go use our massive force and technological advancement to go bring the Earth Kingdom back together, they were like, oh, sick, we get paid to go kill people and like bring back whatever, we get paid to kill people, we'll go do that. And he was part of that. So, but also, I didn't really get a chance to say it, but he's like Kuvira's biggest, he's like the Jesus strongest soldier, but for Kuvira thing, where he's like, I love that you give me your toughest battles, Kuvira, or that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Well, he's dead now, so.
Yes, yeah, so it's fine.
I was gonna ask, so it's not like a private, like her own private thing. It's just like another. It's like well known though, right?
What?
Like the Raiders, whatever they're called.
If you asked around, and you maybe don't know that now, but assuming you survived the day, then yeah, you will know that.
There's a bomb that's gonna come.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh yeah, so then one more, a ship called the Enola Gay.
Okay, yeah, I guess we go down.
I guess we'll go try to see the Fire Lord, just so he knows that the information that there are these new weapons.
Okay, are you gonna go with her? Or
Yeah, might as well. I'm already here. I already said yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's been the whole day. I'm already here.
That's it. Cool. Well, you two do that. You go down there and yeah, like I said, just kind of moving things along. You guys get in there, you take him down. Take him down, what am I saying? You go head on down, and then you fucking kill the Fire Lord.
Oh my god.
Kidding.
Hey, Iroh.
Check this out.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, when you said Fire Lord Iroh, I was like, why is Iroh the Fire Lord? And then I forgot.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Cool. Well, you guys do that, and he greatly appreciates the information. And Iroh says, we'll have to let them know then. And then you go, who's they? And he goes, you've done enough, thank you. And he looks at you, Emiko, and he says, what's your rank, officer?
Specialist?
If you make it out of this, then you will certainly be at a higher position than that.
More money!
Okay, nice.
No, she doesn't do that, but she's like, oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to ask him or say to him or anything?
Hail Mary. Can you please do something about the seed corporations? They're so expensive. Look into them at least.
Roll a d20.
With my persuasion? My one?
Yeah.
I got a 9?
He'll look into it.
Let me go. I will look into this. Are you a farmer?
My family, yes.
Your family will never have to worry about money again.
Thank you.
Thank you. You saved us.
She's crying. All of
Is there anything you want to say to a Fire Lord, by the way?
Could you? I know you need help up here, but the South Pole can use some help. We haven't. Nothing's going on.
He's gonna take it into consideration. I'll say your role convinced him. They're gonna take a look into rebuilding their relationship with the North and South Pole, especially since the North Pole just saved them as well. With that, you guys, what are you doing now after this?
I guess Emiko's just like, I guess I should help them fight.
I'm like, what?
Oh no.
You guys put the wrong thing.
Okay.
Oh.
I guess I asked. I'm like, are you sure you just want to just get out of here? I think we've done enough. For that any Tuesday should ever do, I guess. But I mean,
where would I go?
You can always go back home. Or you can always stay here and fight. I guess I could also stay here and fight.
Yeah, I guess I'll do whatever you want to do.
Oh, I do look at my boy. I'm like, yeah. So do you know what happened to the captain and cook?
Oh, you didn't hear?
Oh,
They were headed to the city.
they're headed to the city?
Yeah, why? What happened?
No, like our boat blew up.
Our fucking boat blew up?
Yes, we don't have a way to do that.
It broke in half.
They broke in half.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, I think the guys said that they don't think they were on the boat. So as long as they didn't get seen by anybody down there, then they're fine. Cut to them on the sponge. I'm just kidding. I mean, yeah, those guys take their fucking time eating, dude.
Oh my gosh.
So they're probably. I hope they're fine. But you don't want to go check?
I guess we'll go check. Kimiko, would you like to come with me?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Well, if you guys want to do that, you're gonna have to get past the gate because remember they're down there, a mile down.
Yeah. Lots of battling.
I guess as we end on y'all's characters, what is it exactly that you want to go out on the session doing? Do you want to leave? Do you want to fight? Do you want to stay?
Emmy will stay, but she'll stay in the back lines. If anybody comes further up, like the hill, she'll attack them.
Okay.
But she's not gonna leave the city as a whole. She's not gonna go straight into the conflict either.
Gotcha.
She'll keep an eye out.
Yes. Okay. And what about you?
I guess he finds like a damaged part of the wall, and he gives Kimiko, or I guess he gets like a walkie-talkie and is like, "We'll keep in contact when we find my people."
Yeah, she gives him her family's phone number or something.
And I jump off the side of the wall into the jungle and hopefully find my guys.
Awesome. Well, instead of giving you exact confirmation on what happens, I don't think we know what happens to everybody.
Oh wow.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So, well, with that in mind, you guys did save the Fire Nation from an immediate collapse on an attack.
Wow.
So, good job, guys.
The poor demise of Sebastian.
Yeah, but he died in a good cause, though. What do you?
The way he wanted to.
As it's later in the day and you're moving through the jungle, what are you thinking of, Kyle?
I'm thinking of my boy Sebastian, the bird lady, Kimiko.
The bird
lady. I'm like, I wonder where she's at now. I hope she's not dead. Is this like many hours later, or is it?
It's like maybe it's instead of midday now it's the sun's going down, but the fighting is still going. Maybe people have swapped out who's fighting where, and
I guess I know it's not safe to do, but I guess he's too tired, so he's gonna try to find like maybe a cave to rest in or something like that.
And if you were to look out from the kind of opening of the jungle, you do see the Shiva thing starts making its way away from the battle, and it looks like it's been somewhat damaged during the fight as it's headed back towards Boston Say. So you go to find a cave, though?
Yeah, just somewhere to rest, because, you know, it's been out and about all day.
Yeah. You and Kyle maybe sleep in shifts or something.
Yeah.
Until you start to make your way down. And Emiko, what are you thinking of as you're sitting there? You maybe get like just 5 minutes to not focus on something. What is Emiko thinking of as she's thinking back on everything that's happened today?
She's just like, she's not heard from her older brothers like she talks to her other siblings all the time, but her older big brothers, she hasn't heard from them since they left
Kimwa? Is that
yeah.
Or Dingwa?
I don't know, something. They're home, and so she's just wondering where they went, because it's been, we'll say they left when they were 20, so it's been like 4 years since she's seen them. So she's just wondering, like, where are they?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Are they okay? Are they alive? Do they, like, what's happening?
Gotcha. Well,
Do you know their names?
Me? No. She has 6 other siblings. So
how am I supposed to remember these fuckers? I'm just kidding.
I just gave them ages.
Okay.
Well, as long as the Fire Nation stands, no one will forget the names of Kaio, Emiko, or Sebastian.
Oh yeah, can we retcon a little bit? Emiko tells the Fire Lord about Sebastian and what he did and how he saved them.
Perfect. Absolutely.
Now he's in a history book for sure.
Yeah.
We do flub it up though. We're like, he was like 30 years old.
No, we say 70 because that would be super cool.
He's 100 years old.
He's 100 years old. That's how we exaggerate.
Maybe
He was 7'2".
And off, a mile off, watching Kuvira in Shiva leave, and then looking back at the island, is, on a smaller ship, is, Master Mengao, the leader of the Dai Li. And, actually not from a ship, from an airship is what I meant to say, I'm sorry. As, he looks and he says, I guess we'll never know if the weapon worked perfectly, but I'm telling you, he's saying to just a random Earth Empire guy next to him, the spirits are key to this war. And he holds in front of him a crystal, but this one, instead of being green, is almost like it's been drained of that and it's just black. Similar to the ones that Malin and Rojo saw at that port, or that, I forget his name, the giant thing in the underground area. And he goes, I know just the spirit. And they start making their way back to Boston Say. And that's how we're going to end this one.